Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Looks like we are coming through. Always good. Always. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Sorry, I'm just double checking my audio and adjusting a few things on my soundboard here. All right, but everything should be coming through pretty clear now. Looks like it is. We're getting the game up. Oh, all right. And with that, guys, we got the game up. Make sure my audio is coming through on my side. Hey, there we go. We got audio now. All right. Audio's not coming through. That's what we like to see. Give me that game cast. All right, guys. And with that, we're about to get started here. Ravens are coming out of the tunnel. Lamar Jackson getting his run in right now, coming out the tunnel. Got a rainy day here at M&T Bank Stadium where we're going to be playing today. Ravens versus Colts. Of course, one of the big things to know, we all know, Anthony Richardson, the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, going to be out today. Gardner Minshew going to be getting the start. Ravens, of course, dealing with a slew of injuries on the offensive and defensive side. Starting offensive lineman Tyler Linderbaum and Ronnie Stanley, of course, missing their second straight game. Wide receiver OBJ going to be missing this game, as well as running back Justice Hill. And of course, going to our defensive side of the ball, Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Williams missing another consecutive game. Odafe Owe, a surprise addition to the injury report, and going to be missing this game as well. And of course, the cornerback injuries continue to mount up for here in Baltimore. Our Darius Washington, who has played majority of the nickel slots snaps for the Baltimore Ravens, placed on IR earlier this week. So Baltimore already starting to have some serious issues in the secondary and something we've got to keep an eye on. With that said, since we ain't got nobody in here right now, the game hasn't started yet, I'm gonna slide out and go ahead and take my dabs. For anyone that's coming in, thanks for joining us today. Welcome to Darwin's Raven, aka D Rave, aka Levi, and I hope you'll stick with us for this exciting matchup today. Like Colts coming to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. I'm gonna slide off camera, take my dab. Shout out to Charm City for this wonderful cup. And we'll be sipping on some Crown and Coke as we enjoy this game today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna slide off camera. Be right back. And Tucker's getting ready to kick this ball away. So looks like the Colts won the coin toss, elect to defer, and we're gonna see, or I'm sorry, receive, not defer. My apologies. And the kick is away, and Tucker just gonna put that through the back of the end zone. Touchback. Minshew coming out to lead the Colts offense for the first drive. All right, Minshew coming out here for the first drive. Handoff going left. That's Zach Moss. He's got a little bit of space. PQ in pursuit, but that's going to be a run off the left side for a large gain for Zach Moss, the running back of the Indianapolis Colts. And, of course, with this rain that we're seeing here in M&T Bank Stadium today, I'm expecting to see a heavy run game from both sides, but we are definitely waiting to see here. 1st and 10, trips right formation for the Colts. Handoff going back left again, and that time met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be Michael Pierce looks like makes the play. Going to chat real quick. Tenchi Masaki says, Colts scared to get scored on the opening drive. You are not wrong, Tenchi. They cannot afford to go down 7 points and let Gus Edwards start taking control of this clock. Big thing to keep an eye on here for the Colts. Ryan Kelly starting center out today for the Colts, and Quentin Nelson was a questionable on the right guard on the injury report. I know if I'm Baltimore, I'm looking to take advantage of that. We got a little bit of play action here. Minshew got some time, looking mid, and got a man mid left, but good coverage on the play. That's going to be Ronald Darby, the free agent acquisition for Baltimore, in coverage. And, of course, a big thing we're looking at here today as they're going through the lineup, Odafe Owe, surprise injury, not making a start today, as well as, of course, Ardarius Washington added to the IR list earlier this week. So Baltimore really thin at corner out there today, already missing Marlon Humphrey and their safety Marcus Williams. So 3rd and 8, big third format down here. Pittman in motion left, got double stack formation. Blitz coming. Kyle Hamilton, he's got him! That's a huge sack by the second-year player out of Notre Dame, Kyle Hamilton. Coming off the left side, and just nothing to stop him. Jadeveon Clowney occupies the right tackle, does a really good job of not letting anyone kick out, and Kyle Hamilton just comes screaming off the edge. No one to block him. An easy sack brings up a 4th and long. Of course, punt team coming out here for Indianapolis. And after this punt, we're going to finally get to see Lamar Jackson in the Baltimore Ravens offense for the first time today. Clock sitting at approximately 13 minutes. Only 2 minutes taken off that. Oh, we're going to get a return by Duvernay, though. Got a little bit of space. And, gets tripped up after making a man miss. That's going to be Ogletree, the tight end for the Indianapolis Colts, making the special team tackle. And with that, guys, we're heading to the first commercial break here of the game as we're waiting to see Lamar Jackson and, of course, this offense come out. Big news here for the injury side of the offense for the Ravens. Of course, Tyler Linderbaum and Ronnie Stanley, starting left tackle and center, are going to be out today. Justice Hill, halfback, going to be out. So, of course, now the Ravens without J.K. Dobbins and Justice Hill had to elevate, from my understanding, Kenyon Drake as well as Melvin Gordon for this game due to the rash of injuries, and I don't think Keaton Mitchell's quite ready yet. Of course, Odell Beckham Jr. going to be missing this game as well, so we're looking to see Rashad Bateman get a lot more involved in the game. Fantasy football-wise, we're hoping for Zay Flowers to tear it up today. But yeah, these corner injuries, guys, are killing us because we're still missing Humphrey. We lost Pepe. We just lost Ardarius. Marcus Williams is out. Dude, one more injury to the secondary, and we gonna be in a little bit of trouble, Raven Nation. I can't believe I don't have my Kyle Hamilton gif. I'm a little upset at myself. But Tenchi, thank you for coming and joining us today again, my guy. I appreciate you. You got perfect variants like Tenchi Muyo, my guy. But all right, I'm going to slide off camera one more time, take one more dab, and then hopefully this commercial break will be done and over, and we'll be right back to our coverage of the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And we get to see Lamar Jackson in the offense for the first time today. BRB. Oh, shit. Close one, guys. Close one. Holy shit. Did you guys know there once was a ship that went to sea? And his name was the motherfucking belly of tea. Or bow blew up. Or bow went down. Blow my Billy Boy, blow. I need more caffeine and more alcohol, guys. And of course, we got a rainy day here in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on shotgun. That's going to be a handoff to, or no, he keeps it. I'm sorry. Lamar Jackson going left, got some space, and that's going to be a first down. And Lamar definitely has looked a lot more comfortable since that second game in this Todd Monken offense. He's just making good reads. He's getting his eyes on the field quicker. I love everything about it. Empty set here for the Ravens. 1st and 10. Hey, thank you, Gay, for the Elhaji Gay for the subscribe. Appreciate you, my guy. Excuse me. My apologies. Of course, like we talked about earlier, Ronnie Stanley not getting out today, as well as our starting center Linderbaum. So Sam Mustipher and Patrick McCary going to be getting the starts today at center and left guard, respectively. And of course, another injury to keep an eye on: Justice Hill out today. So out of our original starting running backs, guys, all we got left is Gus the Bus. Little draw play, and ooh, for once, Gus Edwards met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be number 52. Ebukam of the Colts. For all the Colts people, by the way, congrats on your boy Zaire Franklin, current at the moment tackle leader in the NFL. So definitely got to keep an eye on that young man on the defense. He's going to be number 44 for the Colts. Kind of got to be aware of where he's at all times. Very fast young man. 3rd and 6 coming up here, though, for the Baltimore Ravens. Trips right formation. Keep an eye on it. Lamar Jackson looking there. Got a man on a short out route, and that's going to be Zay. And he had the first down, but it looked like he stepped back, and they're going to give it to him. The Colts coaching staff is losing their minds right now, guys, saying that they're saying that Zay went backwards intentionally. They say it's a good spot, though, so we're going to see. No challenge by the Colts coaching staff. Lamar Jackson in a shotgun set again. Got a little bit of time. Got a man, and that's going to be Zay Flowers again with gain of about 9 on the play. So back-to-back receptions for the rookie, Zay Flowers out of Boston College. And, we're looking to see a healthy dose of Zay today with Odell Beckham Jr. being inactive. And, of course, we're sitting here rubbing our hands like evil villains because we've got Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers starting in the fantasy league today, so we're hoping for some big numbers between the two of them. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Trips left for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson doesn't see anything, going to pull it down and run, and that's going to be a first down. It looks like a gain of about maybe 5 on the play, bringing the Ravens actually across half field onto the Colts side of the field for 1st and 10. I'm going to tell you right now, from my play calling experience and what I've seen across the NFL, right now, you dial it deep. You look for your past half field. You've got a fresh set of downs. Dial up one deep and take a shot. We'll see if the Ravens follow suit, though. Motion left. Ricard coming into the backfield. Split back, so we might have a max protection package. But nope, it's going to be a handoff. Gus Edwards going up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 4 on the play. Good run. Y'all know me. I love to run the ball. If you can at least average 3 yards per run on a drive, I'm happy. That keeps me on pace for the offense for the day. And if you can beat 3 yards, technically, if you got my halfbacks can average 4 yards a carry, technically, I don't even have to throw the ball if I don't want to. Every 3 runs, I can get 12 yards. So, 2nd and 6 coming up here for Lamar Jackson. Got a pass going left, and that's going to be Rashad Bateman. And we're seeing a kind of, guys, in my opinion, some repetition here. I'm seeing a lot of little 5 to 10, like 7-yard outs. Yeah, that was literally just like a 5 to 7-yard out by Rashad Bateman. We saw that earlier by Zay Flowers on the first down. Kind of seems like if I think this right, Todd Monken's setting up a certain look for later in the game. Play action, that's going to be a bootleg. Well covered. Oh, Lamar Jackson escapes out of its would-be sack. And oh my God, that's Lamar Jackson magic right there, ladies and gentlemen. So we had a play action left, roll right, bootleg, naked. 32 of the Colts comes blitzing with no one blocking. Lamar Jackson able to spin out of it. Almost gets like a little face mask, in my opinion, called because he catches the back of the helmet there. And able to escape out of the backfield and actually pick up a yard on the play. What a play by Lamar Jackson. LJ8, my dude. Jackson looking deep, and he's got a man. That's going to be my boy, Isaiah Likely, the CCU alumni. For those that don't know, that's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Let's watch these progressions by Lamar Jackson here. So he looks right. He looks mid. And oh, look at that. A beautiful Isaiah Likely just coming on a deep crossing route like Mark Andrews does a lot and just nails him on the right side for a gain of almost, 15 plus? Baltimore Ravens in the red zone now. Handoff going up the middle to Gus Edwards. Solid run on the play. Looks like a gain of 5. And that's going to bring the Ravens. What is that? I'm sorry, I don't have the game cast up, actually. Actually, hold on with me, guys, for just a minute. I'm going to see if I can get a game cast up for y'all. So those that are viewing can also watch the game cast. There we go, guys. Wait, that's on the wrong game. How dare they? Oh, let's go! Lamar Jackson takes it himself off the right side. And he's in for a touchdown, shaking his head saying, these guys can't stop me. Oh my God. Woo, that's an 8-yard touchdown run by Lamar Jackson off the right side. And hopefully they're going to give us a little bit of a replay here. Here we go. Shotgun set, play action, and the play's broken off the rip. Number 54 of the Colts is in the backfield, but Lamar Jackson just takes off and just starts making players miss left and right. What a great play by Lamar Jackson. And Ravens, barring, of course, the extra point from Justin Tucker, are going to take a 7-0 lead with 6:35 here left in the first quarter. And, of course, Justin Automatic Tucker is good. And as we said, let me get my score updated here. Baltimore takes a 7-0 lead with more than half of the first quarter gone. Steve-O dropping into the chat says, all the games suck this week. That's how it be. The NFL does it like that, guys. As we head to a commercial break, great time to talk about it. You know, the NFL is a business. They are an entertainment business. So case in point, when we saw the introduction of the flex schedule in the past few years, it's all about the money, man. They don't want a blowout game. They don't want, no one could predict a few years ago. I went to the game where the Ravens were like leading the league in IR injuries, and we got blown out in Miami. I was there live at that game. It was a heartbreaker. But so case in point, no one could have predicted that the Baltimore Ravens that year were going to have so many decimating injuries to their roster that they were just going to be basically not even competitive. So, of course, flex scheduling allowed them to switch us out the last minute of some of those games. And give me one moment here. I'm actually trying to also get this game cast a little better on my stream for anyone that is watching today. I used to do the game cast on my stream. However, I got a little worried about, DMCA and stuff like that. So I decided to get rid of it. However, after examining some other streams and talking to some people, we decided actually to go back to having the game cast up on the stream. It is sometimes ahead of me, so please do be aware of that. I'm not going to really pay attention to that at all myself. However, it is something that I am trying to do to give a better viewing experience to anyone who is joining us live on YouTube today. Darwin's Raven, of course, on YouTube, Darwin's Raven 20 on Twitter, Instagram, and of course, we have a Facebook page, but we're still working on it, and our Instagram page will be coming soon. Um, but yeah, we're just trying to give a better viewing experience to anyone that just wants to hang with us today. I love chatting and talking to anyone. Anyone that, if you know me in real life, will tell you that. We have a saying here in the South, blessed with the gift of gab. And I was blessed with it. So I love chatting with people. You can always join us here on the live YouTube chat and let me know. You part of Ravens Nation? Are you part of Colts Nation? We're kind of brothers. I guess weird cousins in a way. If you know the history, you know the history. And that's actually Lamar Jackson's first rushing touchdown of the season, which is a thing, actually a stat I love to see. I love that he can run, and I want him to run, but I only want him to run when he feels comfortable. And that's going to, of course, be a touchback for Justin Tucker, and we're going to get Gardner Minshew and the Colts coming out here. That's hilarious. They're literally talking about the history right now, guys, talking about how when Baltimore Colts moved to Indianapolis, and then, of course, 1944, 1995, 1996, they moved to Baltimore, become the Baltimore Ravens, which your boy was 6 years old at that's when Baltimore basically became. Fun little fact here. Even though I'm a Ravens fan, I got to run the bases at the very last Pittsburgh Pirates Stadium at Three Rivers Stadium in Pittsburgh. Yeah, got the little certificate and everything. And that's going to be a good throw by Gardner Minshew outside, left side. That's going to be to Josh Downs, the UNC rookie, who we talked a lot about in our pre-draft special as well. We've got him circled here on our game day roster, of course, because we're always tracking all the rookies. For anyone that's new to the channel, hold on, we're going to get back to the action. 2nd and 5 here. Gardner Minshew. That's going to be a handoff going up the middle and just short of a first down. Tackle on the play, Brandon Stevens. Making notes of what I want to talk about in our moments of downtime so I don't forget. 3rd and 1 here for the Indianapolis Colts. Big 3rd down. They really cannot afford to go 2-3 and outs. Shane Steichen, someone we really liked in the offseason as a potential offensive coordinator, head coach candidate. Blitz coming from Baltimore. Picked up well, and Moss just going to get past the line of scrimmage. Huge push, but they're going to blow him just probably like a foot past the line to go. Baltimore does a good job, but big highlight tape right there, guys. I'm making a game note. Number 48, that's going to be Moon, who was elevated to outside linebacker because Oweh's injury. Really overshot the play on the right side and lost his containment, which actually allowed that first down run. So a little bit of a mistake by the rookie. Gardner Minshew got a little bit of time and just has to dump it off, and that's going to be Patrick Queen. Or I'm sorry, no, that wasn't Patrick Queen. That was Moon again, I'm sorry. Making a great tackle up the middle. Yeah, Minshew wanted to take a shot deep, but the Ravens jumped, I think, or something on the play, and he had to double clutch the ball and dump it off short, so 2nd and 7 here. Ooh, looks like someone might be blitzing on the play from the Ravens. Here he comes. Pressure coming in. What looked like a great catch. Brandon Stevens able to get on Pittman Jr. and force an incompletion. Pass a tiny bit high, but not a terrible throw. We got a scoring update across the NFL, guys. Looks like Miami's up 14-0 right now on the Denver Broncos. My poor guy, Brandon Perna's got to be hating it right now as his Broncos are down 14-0 now on the Dolphins. Big 3rd and 7 here. Empty backfield for Gardner Minshew. The crowd is getting loud here in M&T Bank Stadium. Big thing to keep an eye on. Kyle Hamilton lined up in the slot in press coverage. He looks like he might be blitzing. He is. He's coming off the edge. That's the same play as earlier. Let's go! Kyle Hamilton with his 2nd sack of the game. That is the exact same play that they ran earlier, slightly disguised differently. Let's watch the play. Roquan Smith lined up over the right tackle, occupies the edge with Matabike. The halfback unable to get back to the other side of the formation to pick up the blitz by Kyle Hamilton, and another sack by the sophomore. And my God, is Mike McDonald looking real good right now in his second year as the defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens. Punt coming here from the Colts. Oh, good coverage by the kick team, it looks like. But, oh, no. That's, in my opinion, a mistake by Duvernay. It looks like he's kicking himself right now in the butt a little bit. Awkward bounce on the play, rolls to the edge. He might have had a good return, but he thought it was probably going to go out quicker. And with that, we got our commercial coming up. ES, we got one of our Raven guys in the chat. Go Flock, your commentary is great. Way to keep the improvements coming. Thank you, ES, man. I'm trying, and I'm going to be honest, every week I have these doubts, guys, like these internal doubts. I'm like, man, I'm going to be like real talk here for a moment. And I sit here and go, why do I even do this? Why do I even stream this? Why do I even try? Man, my PC's dying. I'm bogged down with work. I've got so much stuff I'm on my plate. I'm telling you guys, like, I've got pages and pages of videos that I want to do, but I just feel like I don't ever have the time. And I'm like, and then when I get here and I do this stream, and like right now, it says I've got 18 viewers right now. And like, y'all don't even understand how much that all 18 of those people mean to me. Our last week, we actually had a great stream. I think we averaged, guys, 50 viewers for the entirety of our 4-hour stream last week, which is a first for me. It's by far my best I've ever done. We ended the week with, I think, around 3,000 views, 134 likes, gained an additional 20 subscribers. I mean, I crushed it last week. And, you know, of course, I'm probably not going to hit those numbers for a while again. But, you know, y'all really, just y'all being here, you chatting with me, it's encouragement. And I truly appreciate y'all even being here with me. We've got Minx, Terry, a.k.a. Minx, back in the chat. Another one of our Ravens fans. Hey, checking in, sending love from Atlanta. Keep up the good work. We're here to support. I appreciate you. The ATL Nation. But, you know, for those that don't know, we've got aspirations. I would love to be a scout for the Baltimore Ravens one day. I think that would be my dream job. I would, of course, close. If one day, guys, my YouTube channel just completely disappears and you don't hear much from me, I might have got a job offer. But, you know, we'll see about that. Of course, you know, one of the things, I've got a friendly bet going on with payo time in our fantasy league. I took Evan Hull, who's currently sitting on short-term IR for the Indianapolis Colts. And I said he was going to pay off for the Colts late term in this year. I still believe that. He bet on Jackson, their guy who was second on the depth chart, just got cut this morning. But back to the game. Sorry, guys. Big run by Gus Edwards off the upward right side. I mean, made contact 2 or 3 times on the play, so that's going to be yards after contact levels. And God, I'm all messed up. Hold on. Let me take a breath, guys. Oh, Lamar Jackson have a little bit of a different warm-up routine today. But 2nd and 1 after that great run by Gus Edwards on the right side. That's number 37. Is that Kenyon Drake coming back to the team? And oh, that's Mark Andrews on a seam route. And that's a first down on the Colts side of the field. Baltimore just moving down the field at this point, which is something I like to see, guys, because, you know, I'm breaking a lot of rules this year in my fantasy football league that I normally don't do. Now, usually I play for money, and I'm not this year. I have 3 Ravens players starting today. I have Gus Edwards, Zay Flowers, and Lamar Jackson all starting on my fantasy team this week. 1st and 10, Lamar Jackson got a little dump-off pass. That's going to be Kenyon Drake, and he's got a lot of room. Good blocking by Mark. Oh, no, he fumbled it. No! No! Oh my God! And barring the penalty, there's a flag on the field. Ruling is a turnover. Oh Hold on. I'm waiting until everything comes out. Guys, hold on. So that's Kenyon Drake with a good run. That ball is out. That is a fumble by number 29 of the Colts. And officially, they pick the flag back up. There is no foul on the play. That is a fumble ruled and picked up by the Colts. And that's a turnover. And ladies and gentlemen, for those that are new to the channel, don't get me wrong, all respect to Kenyon Drake. But I was not a true fan of him. I thought most of his runs came from great blocking last year. And, man, that fumble just killed us. We were about to be in the red zone after that. And again, that wasn't, again, no disrespect to Drake, but that wasn't Drake's ability on the play. The play was really open. Mark Andrews and the receivers were blocking downfield so well that they're, like you heard me, there was so much room. All you had to do was hold on the ball, young man. But all right, Gardner Minshew, ball at the 23-yard line of the Colts, 2nd and 7 here. Kyle Hamilton looked like he might be coming off the slot blitz again. He's not, though. Little bit of run, though. Got some room. That's Zach Moss getting to the second level. And that's going to be a gain of 12, I want to say. Bringing the ball up to what looks like the 35-yard line of the Colts. And, Brent Urban and Roquan Smith miss. Brandon Stevens tries to rip the ball out. Zach Moss broke 3 tackles on that play, guys. We need to tackle better. I'm going to be honest with you. Good adjustment by Patrick Queen in coverage. And, oh, my God. Roquan Smith with a great deflection. Ball intended for Alec Ogletree, the tight end of the Indianapolis Colts. And Roquan Smith comes screaming across the formation with him. Is that him in the back of the head? It kind of does. But, whatever. And great coverage. I want to talk about, though, Patrick Queen saw the swing pass coming, came screaming physically and actually screaming vocally to basically defend the swing pass and cut it off. And it was a great read by Patrick Queen and last-minute adjustment. Keep an eye. Blitz coming off the right. Got the pressure. Able to get the ball off, though. And that's going to be short gain of about 3 yards on the play. Baltimore bringing the pressure today against Gardner Minshew from the secondary, it looks like. Definitely part of the game plan. Hey, we've got Penguin Ghost joining us in the chat today. I'm dead inside after watching the Packers play. I'm going to cry for you tonight, Penguin. I'm sorry. And with that, guys, we got 30 seconds and counting it down here in the first quarter. Sorry, I'm slacking a little bit on that department. Gardner Minshew in the shotgun, trips right formation. Minshew looking left, still staring left, still staring left, still staring left, getting pressured. He's running for his life. Able to get a man in the middle. That's Michael Pittman Jr. And what a crazy play. Minshew stares left, gets pressured. Keeps staring left, gets pressured. Gets out of a sack, stares left, gets pressured, rolls right. Finally able to find Michael Pittman throwing back across his the field to the middle of the field. And that was Travis Jones almost getting a sack at the end, but what a sequence of plays. Penguin Ghost in chat saying, what is life right now? I agree. After watching that strip sack on Kenyon Drake, Penguin, that's how I felt about it. Because, I love Gustavus Edwards. We have J.K. Dobbins who got hurt. Justice Hill got hurt. And then Keaton Mitchell, who's an undrafted rookie free agent who we talked about in the pre-draft special. But guys, I want to be a scout one day. And I'm not going to lie, some of my scouting predictions are starting to look good. But in regards to the Colts, we actually have someone on that roster that let's be honest. We really liked the cornerback they took, Julius Brents, but he was first, second round. Fun fact about Julius Brents, in the pre-draft process, when I put together my spreadsheet, basically analyzing the Ravens as well as about 6 other teams, basically teams we did the offseason plans for, like the Packers, And of course, we did the Bengals as well as the 49ers. Julius Brents actually visited or had some type of visit with every single NFL team. And on my spreadsheet, he was the only player to do so. It was at that point I knew this man's going to have some draft stock value. And it's going to be very differential based on every single team that sees him. But the real guy that on the Colts roster that we're talking about here is Evan Hull, who had a knee injury at the very end of the preseason, short-term IR, possibly coming back in a few weeks. And I'm betting on him to take over the job, especially with Jonathan Taylor, the whole situation going on there. Payo Time, who's a LA Rams content creator from Canada, one of our good friends, we made a friendly wager. I bet on Evan Hull. He bet on Deion Jackson. Deion Jackson got cut this morning by the Indianapolis Colts. So we're having a little joke that, I haven't won the bet yet, but, I'm looking good in that sense. And I think Evan Hull is going to be a late season stud for the Indianapolis Colts. We got No Border Sports in the chat. What's up? One of our 49er content creators. How you been, my guy? First and 10 here for the Indianapolis Colts. Ogletree in motion into the backfield. Stack formation left, something to keep an eye on. Handoff going up the middle, and oh my gosh, that's Kyle Hamilton coming off the edge and able to tackle him for a loss of 1, it looks like, on the play. What up, chat? We got to check in on the fantasy football. We always got to ask, how is your fantasy football team doing, guys? I'm going to my app right now. Let's take a look here. I'm already 0-2 to start the season, so we're not starting fantasy football off well today or this season. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. 2nd and 11 here. Quick screen to Michael Pittman Jr. And oh my God, Kyle Hamilton is just playing on another level today, guys. Like, he is the speed at which he is flying to the ball. He came flying at that screen pass, able to catch 1 foot of Michael Pittman Jr. right there, and which at that point, Matabike and Patrick Queen, and my gosh, like I said, Kyle Hamilton really showing up on film this year. 3rd and 11, M&T Bank getting a little loud. Doesn't look like the Ravens are bringing pressure. They don't, just 4. Quick little screen pass, and that's no chance on the play. Ravens are gang tackling and eventually brought down basically at the line of scrimmage. Probably going to award them a gain of 3 before the pushback. And Colts punt team coming out here. And as long as the Ravens can hold on to the ball, guys, Ravens should get carried away with this. We hope so, because we got Gus Edwards, so we're counting on the Ravens to get ahead and just start handing this ball off. Let's see. Beating the Bears 38-20, just the good days. Let's see. Lamar Jackson's already got me 12.6 points. Zay Flowers 3.4. I made a last minute substitution with Garrett Wilson. We'll have to wait to see that till that pays off. And of course, with that, I'm going to jump to across the NFL here as soon as my NFL app loads, that is. Debo, that like button, says 49. My gosh, guys, I cannot talk today. No Border Sports, our 49ers guy. I want you to hit that like button as hard as Gronk smashes a football. Which, statistically, you can go find because they did it on Sports Science. But all right, guys, let's jump across the NFL. We've got the Titans taking on the Browns today, already in the second quarter in a 3-3 game. Titans actually have a very stout defense this year. Very good, I think, number 1 against the run. And, of course, the Browns without Nick Chubb might be struggling there. Falcons taking on the Lions. What should be a blowout, we think, for the Lions is currently only 3-0. So a lot of low-scoring games already in the NFL. Saints taking on the Packers. Penguins hating his life, questioning why he can't beat Derek Carr and the Saints. Saints leading that game 7-0 at the moment. Texans somehow up 7-0 on the Jaguars. Guys, what is going on in Jacksonville? I might have to drive up there and ask Trevor Lawrence what's going on. South Carolina boy to South Carolina boy. Broncos showing some sign of life in that game. We had an update earlier in that game where Dolphins were up 14-0. Broncos able to score a touchdown, bringing it a little bit closer. Chargers somehow beating the Vikings 7-0. And guys, we talked about it a lot on this channel. We thought the Vikings were going to take a step back, and we just weren't really sure how. But let me tell you why. And I was sitting here thinking about this the other night because I just have these thoughts, where I just get caught up and I'm like, why? And I'm like, I know I had a reason for thinking that. I don't come to my opinions usually just based off gut. Usually there's some type of something I've read, and then I remembered the stat line. Almost no team in NFL history had more close games last year than the Minnesota Vikings. If I had to remember correctly, dude, I want to say almost 10 of their games came down to 3 points or less or in the final minutes of the game. And while that's an awesome thing to know, an awesome thing to achieve, it's not replicable or easily repeatable. And with that being said, we're seeing that happen as the Minnesota Vikings have started the season 0-2 while they're still balling out somehow. Kirk Cousins is wearing the chain proudly. But we've got to run up the middle back to the game action, guys. I felt like an insanely long commercial break. Let me check that chat real quick. Penguin says, I am the mod. That my job. Yep, Penguin. You've been here for so long. For those that don't know, Penguin Goats runs a channel as well. He's a resident Green Bay fan who's just been in my chat for so long. So definitely always go check out the channel, like it. Dude, he's been so supportive of me from the very start. So we love Penguin Goats in this channel. And of course, Penguin, if you don't know No Border, I've done a lot of stuff with. No Border was live with us for our draft special. He helped us do our intro video, just a lot of stuff. Really great guy and a content creator, like I said, for the 49ers. Definitely check his channel out as well, guys, if you haven't. 3rd and 4 coming up here for Baltimore. Definitely need a first down. Baltimore can't afford a 3-and-out right here. Shotgun formation. Oh, empty set. That's going to be Melvin Gordon flexing out to the Zeefs position. Lamar Jackson pressured. Oh, no, that's a fumble. And thankfully, Lamar Jackson able to get back on it. That's going to be a sack. Oda Wingo, number 54 of the Colts. And my God, I got to watch the replay, guys, because he came so fast. Oh, my God. Patrick McCary just never even had a chance. And he's holding that's number 52, not 54. But my gosh, McCary just got destroyed on the play, held him the entire way, and the 52 got the strip sack on Lamar Jackson. Thankfully, Lamar Jackson able to get the ball back, and Jordan Stout coming out here for the Ravens. Thank you for the subscribe, Alex Seeley. Welcome to the channel, my guy. I appreciate you. Punt off for Jordan Stout. Good punt coming down. Looks like around the 40. Great roll. It's still rolling. And man, late push on Tylan Wallace by one of the Colts. Isaiah Likely getting in his face. And guys, that ball hit around the 40-yard line. Perfectly rolled maybe 1 foot away from the sideline and rolled for maybe another 10 yards towards the Colts end zone. Officially, hold on, I'm looking at game. I got to look at Gamecast. Like I said, I've got Gamecast up on the stream for everyone to see, but I'm not looking at it. I think that's officially going to be down by, they're 9? Hey, we've got Troy Polamalu, Pittsburgh Dynasty, free Watson. Wish we could trade Lamar Jackson for this bust Pickett. Man, I'm going to be honest with you. Pickett gave me a little bit of faith in that final preseason game. I've never had any faith in any of those quarterbacks there in Pittsburgh. And I was like, after that final preseason game and the Pittsburgh offense came out and looked so in rhythm, I was like, okay. Raven fan got to give some respect to it, you know what I'm saying? And, Y'all have just disappointed me. Iron sharpens iron, and y'all aren't going to sharpen us much at this rate other than TJ Watt. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the name. I miss Troy Polamalu. I preach this to anyone and I talk to. I feel like I have not seen safeties like Ed and Troy in the NFL since they retired. I said it. It's a hot take, but you know what? I said what I said. Penguin Goat says, whoa, I'm shaking. My Packers just got a 16-yard game. You know things are going bad when you get basically any type of... That's you know what's worse is that's not even considered a gap play. I think gap or game-altering play is considered, I think, 20 yards or more. So it's not even a game-altering play. It's just a good yardage gain. But thanks for everyone for joining us today here. It's your boy Darwin's Raven, D-Rave Levi. You can call me whatever you want. And of course, we're covering the Ravens taking on the Colts here at M&T Bank Stadium. We're almost back to the game action here. RX, they say on Baltimore 26. Whoa. So that's a great punt. So that rolled from like the 40 to like the 26. So that rolled what? 14 yards. That's a great punt. Like I said, that was great. Just a good roll. Almost lucky. But what up, RX Devi? He got that Devi medicine. But 1st and 10 here. 10:36 in the second quarter. Play action from Gardner Minshew. Throw over the middle. And Brandon Stevens right on it. Almost had it, but that's going to be, I think, Michael Pittman. Nope, that's going to be 14. Who is that? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. That's Pierce for the Colts with the catch. Brandon Stevens, within inches of the ball, just almost had it. Brandon Stevens, shout out to that young man. He has been playing lights out this season. Definitely has developed. Run up the middle for the Colts. That's going to be Seymour, I believe, and just a short gain. For those that don't know, Brandon Stevens has had a long journey. That man actually started as a halfback before he transferred and then made a position change to safety, where, of course, now he's played a lot more corner in the NFL. So I just love, and I think that's what the Ravens scouts loved about him too, just the diversity and his ability to see the field in different perspectives. I'll be honest, I really wanted to see Anthony Richardson, but I don't want the young man to risk his future health with a concussion. But I'm excited for the young man's future journey in the NFL. 2nd and 8, Gardner Minshew got a quick match pass over the middle, and that's going to be, I believe, Geno Stone on the tackle. Number 83, Kylan Granson, the wide receiver for the Colts, with the catch. And Minshew looking like he's moving the pace of the offense up, going to a no huddle here with 9 minutes in the second quarter, trying to make something happen here. 3rd and 1, I'm expecting a run. It is a run, and Ravens not ready for it apparently. And that's going to be a gain of 2 on the play, bringing up a 1st down here at what looks like just past the 40-yard line on Ravens' side of the field. And we've had David Ojabo out for this game. Moon having to step in. That's definitely been a big headline and something we've had to keep an eye on. Odafe Owe, not really getting a lot of sacks, but had tons of pressures in his games. Short pass right. That's going to be number 1, Josh Downs, the guy we covered in pre-draft special out of UNC. And waiting on the spot. That's going to be his 2nd and just short on the play. We've got an update. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shaheed Speed. Saints punt return, and he's going to take it all the way to the house. Shaheed. Oh, my gosh. I feel bad. That's what Penguin Ghost was just talking about, the 60-yard punt return. Shaheed with the speed in the Saints game. Oh, poor Packers fans. You know Grossi's over there punching the air right now. 7:47 ticking here. Shotgun formation. Trips left here for the Colts. Something to keep an eye on. Minshew looking that way. There's the screen to Downs. Good tackle, though. And that's going to be Darryl Worley and Kyle Hamilton. And Kyle Hamilton helping Worley get up because they're trying to pick up the pace of the offense. And Daryl Worley might not be quite in game shape. Of course, the Ravens have had tons of injuries here at the defensive back position. Running a little short. But guys, Ravens flock. Can you imagine when Humphrey comes back? Oh, this is going to be a completely different Ravens defense. And I can't wait. And when Marcus Williams comes back, oh, can't wait. Minshew making an adjustment last minute. Blitz coming from the Ravens. Able to get away. And my gosh, is Brandon Stevens playing great coverage on underneath routes. Great catch by Michael Pittman Jr., but Brandon Stevens literally step in step with him and draped all over him with a great tackle. Maybe a short gain of 1 or 2. Bringing up a 3rd and 3 here. Raven fans finally starting to make a little bit of noise, but wish they'd get a little bit louder, in my opinion. Come on, Raven fans. Let's go. Let's get Poe going. Ow, I just stabbed my hand with my pen. Ow. 3rd and 3, Minshew. Having to chuck it deep, and oh no! Patrick Queen looked like he was going to have an interception. Misses it. And the halfback, number 21, Zach Moss, comes down on the wheel route, it looks like, with the touchdown. And oh my God, let's watch the replay, guys. Yep, Zach Moss coming out of the backfield on a wheel route. Minshew just puts it up, and Queen just, underplays the ball by 1 step. PQ looked like he was going to have a good interception, but, barring the extra point attempt, that's a 17-yard touchdown reception, by the way, by Zach Moss. And barring the extra point, we're going to have a tie game here in Baltimore, 7-7, with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you, Raven flock. As much as I was excited to see Anthony Richardson, I think we might have actually had a potentially better chance winning this game if Anthony Richardson was out there. Now, again, no disrespect to Anthony Richardson. I love the young man, and I love all his potential. But I think he would have thrown a few interceptions. Where Minshew, more of a veteran, might understand that this could be, at the moment, keeping this game close, this is a game-managing game. Now, of course, if Ravens get ahead by more than 1 score, like 2 scores, like we were hoping to, yeah, Minshew is going to have to force some balls, and we will get some interceptions. But, that was hard to watch, guys. Terry, a.k.a. Minx, getting some head slapping or face palm emojis, because that's how I feel after watching that. Penguin says, I bet you right now it's about to be 100-14. And Terry says, thank you for this play-by-play. No, thank you for being here for the play-by-play. And it's nothing without y'all. Let's be honest. Penguin says, woo, another 16-yard game. Let's see if we got any update on any of these games. So back to the Titans-Brown game, 9:39 in that one. So that game's starting to really slow down, guys. Browns, though, able to take a lead 10-3 in that one. According to Penguin Goats, looks like the Packers are starting to move the ball down the field, able to start something. Which is key, because if you let them score off of that and then keep going, Falcons, Lions. Lions starting to finally pull away in that game, which is what we expected. 10-3, but not terribly out of it. Packers able to start moving the ball, but Saints are still leading that game 14-0. Come on, Jordan Love. Texans somehow still holding on to a lead over the Jaguars, 7-0 with 7:30 in that game. Ooh. Brandon Perna punching the air out there in Denver. That thin air out there in Denver. Dolphins up 21-7 with still 10 minutes in the second. So that game is slowing down, and the Dolphins are pulling away, which is never something you want to see. Chargers still holding on to a narrow lead, 7-0 over the Vikings. And Patriots leading the Jets 10-0. Poor Jets. I feel bad for Jet fans, man. Like, no one could have predicted that injury to Aaron Rodgers week 1. Wow, by the way, guys, Gardner Minshew on his last 10 attempts passing, 10 of 10 for 83 yards and a touchdown. And that's what I'm saying. Gardner Minshew is game manager style, not a bad quarterback to have, especially backup. And Duvernay with the return, going to bring that ball out. Looks like he brings out to about the 25-yard line. So, but one of the big thing, guys, I'm watching on defense is Odafe Owe not playing today for the Baltimore Ravens. Of course, his pressure rate has been great so far this season. And Moon, the undrafted rookie free agent, I believe, is he a rookie free agent? Wasn't on the roster, elevated recently. He's gotten some snaps, and like we talked about earlier on the third down run, he overplayed the outside trying to get a good pass rush, and, just 1st and 10 here. Lamar Jackson got some time. Oh no, what just happened? Is that a, whoa. Is that a fumble? Is that, that's a strip sack on Lamar. What? Hold on. I got to watch the replay, guys. He wants to throw it to Mark Andrews. He double clutches. Oh, no, that ball's out. He tried to hold on to it. So Lamar Jackson looks like he's going to try to pass, I thought, to Mark Andrews. He tries to hold on to the ball, double clutches it, and the ball's just, at that point, extended into like a pile of people. Of course, the ball gets knocked out of Lamar Jackson's hand, and oh no, guys. And what kills me a little bit here is Lamar could have easily pushed his steps back. He could have dropped back a few more steps instead when he didn't want to. And I think the Ravens coaching staff has got to work on a drill that gets him better prepared for that situation. Because I'm going to tell you, that was something in week 1 I saw keep happening, where he would go to step up, the pocket was collapsing internally, actually, and he could have just taken 3 steps backward, which, of course, might mess up some things also. But instead of trying to make this throw with all these people on top of you and, I don't know, man. I think that's something the Ravens coaching staff needs to look at on film and address, and maybe find a drill or design a drill that helps Lamar find better footwork so he can get a better launch angle on the ball when he gets into that awkward situation. Because, like I said, if you go back and watch us during our week 1 coverage, I was talking about, Lamar just doesn't look comfortable. Lamar doesn't look comfortable. And that's what I kept seeing on the film, is he would get in that awkward pocket, which then his feet get weird, and then he's just kind of almost jump passing to a certain degree. But all right, enough of that, guys. We're getting back to the action. That's a catch by Michael Pittman on a slant pass, just short of the first down. I'm going to bring a 3rd and 1. And of course, after the turnover, the Indianapolis Colts are in the red zone, ball on the 10-yard line, essentially. 3rd and 1. That looked like a false start by the center, but no penalty called, and a first down run by Zach Moss and the Indianapolis Colts. So 1st and goal from the Baltimore 9-yard line. God, I cannot talk today, guys, and I so apologize. And I'm sorry, I missed your question, Minx. Does our defense look healthy? Brandon Stevens and Kyle Hamilton look healthy. Our interior defensive line looks healthy. But our cornerback room is decimated. I think the Pepe Williams injury hurt. I think then losing our Darius Washington to IR. So Pepe was going to take all the slot cornerbacks snaps. Then when he went down, our Darius Washington stepped up and had been taking, I think, 93% of all the slot snaps. When our Darius Washington went down, now we've got to have another person step in the slot, which is a very important position in the NFL. All 3 corner positions are, honestly. Second and goal. Minshew got a short little like design screen. And oh, that is a great tackle by Roquan Smith to sniff out that screen and take out his legs. Either no gain, but third and goal here coming up. Ravens need to make a stand here and keep this to a field goal. Come on, Ravens. Let's go. Some Raven fans are getting loud. It's just killed me. Like, they're going to all the shots of the Raven fans, and half of them are, like, yelling, and half of them are just standing there. Third and goal. Ravens look like they're bringing pressure. They do. Ball's away. And incomplete. Let's go. Almost an interception. And that's good pressure. Field goal unit coming out here. And let me be honest, I kind of want to see some more pressure here. The Ravens secondary is getting a little exposed, I feel like, on some matchups. And I think we've shown good looks on pressure. Wait, what is going on? They line up like they're going to kick a field goal, but the kicker's lining up now at the X. Gardner Minshew runs out last second, and Baltimore Ravens going to take a timeout. That's a smart call. There's only 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. You got all 3 timeouts. Colts were trying to get some type of trick play going to try to get a fourth. And now we've got to wait for a timeout. So, but yeah, Minx. Let me. So back to the Ravens defense, and is it healthy? The corner injuries right now are starting to add up. I would not be surprised if Baltimore is active at the trade deadline for corner. Just like we were with Marcus Peters. Just like, Roquan's not a corner, but I expect the Ravens to be eyeballing potentially maybe that a second or third round pick for a trade for a corner. Odafe Owe, Moon has provided good pass rush, but like in the other incident, he just played undisciplined. And here we go with another crazy trick play by the Colts. Look like the Ravens are a little more ready for it. Of course, the refs are having to hold the play because they made a substitution technically. So, yep, the Ravens are making a very, very slow substitution now just to, force them to. This is hilarious to watch, honestly. And now we've got a flag on the play, and that's probably going to be, delay of game. Yeah, which is that's just a great call and knowing the rules. So technically, if a player runs from the sideline, which the Colts players did, the Ravens players must be given time for a substitution within reason. So at first, they don't make a substitution. Last second, Brent Urban runs on, which at that point, now they have to give them time, which forces a delay of game. Back it up. 31-yard attempt here now for the Colts. Hopefully we see no trickery. Ravens are playing it just in case, and the kick is good. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I did not expect the Colts to ever hold a lead in this game. Oh, God, not 103. But somehow the Indianapolis Colts are up 10-3, or 10-7 on the Baltimore Ravens. We're in shock here a little bit. We're in shock. We're going to get the lucky game ball. We need to be hearing some of that. Oh my gosh. Let's take a look here. They really said Sam Howell was going to do something against us. I'm guessing the Bills must be doing pretty well, Chimera. Chimera, our resident Bills fan, dropping into the chat. Penguin Go says, now it's 4th and 22 because the Packers don't like touchdowns. Yeah, the Packers just, something about getting it in the, there's so many jokes that could be made. And Terry Mink says, any given Sunday, and you are right, Terry. This is the NFL, and the NFL is what it is for a reason. When you look at the percentage numbers, how many of high school players go on to play college football? How many college players actually get drafted, let alone get to play snaps in the NFL, let alone become a Pro Bowler in the NFL, is like 1%, 2%. So the NFL really is the best of the best for a reason. And that's why any NFL Sunday is Chimera says Packers losing 14-0. Oh yeah, Chimera. It cut in my game live to the Saints punt return, so we were feeling a little bit for our Packers brothers and sisters. And Terry, you're right. Typically, we know how to adjust, and you're absolutely right. Honestly, it's just been bad plays. Lamar Jackson with an unfortunate fumble. Kenyon Drake, who we should have never had on the roster, honestly. But of course, with all the injuries to running back, we had to sign. And Kenyon Drake had a horrible fumble in the red zone. So, horrible fumbles. Lamar Jackson's got to have a little bit better ball security. He's been a little bit lax this year. Definitely, Madden might have to think about taking Big Truss away from him with all these fumbles. Might have to give him some better passer X factor. Yeah, Chimera, thanks for dropping in. No worries if you got to drop out, my guy. I totally feel you. I've got some calculus homework I've got to do tonight as well after the game, so I feel you. Touchback here by the Colts, and we're going to get Lamar Jackson hopefully coming out here to lead the Ravens for a touchdown drive. Honestly, that fumble probably just killed my fantasy points. Let's ask the question as always. How's your fantasy team doing, guys? And NFL predictions in the chat says Baltimore needs to take back the lead. Yes, they do. Did they not read the NFL script? You got the NFL script predictions. You know. They read the script. What's going on? Lamar Jackson, that's going to be a keeper going off the left side and tackled off the left side by the ankles. All good, though. And I am now officially losing my fantasy game 22-33. By the way, Josh Allen's getting the start in my other team. Oh, Chimera, Penguin, I'm sorry. My boy I'm playing against is... Wait, Aaron Jones isn't playing today? And he started him. Let's go. That's an automatic 0 points. That's going to be a toss. Drake, and he's going to get tackled for a loss. And there's going to be a flag. That's going to be against Zay Flowers on the offense. So back it up if they don't just take the tackle for the loss. Some of y'all know, man, no disrespect to Kenyon Drake, but I'm not a huge Kenyon Drake fan. I know I catch a lot of heat from some of the Baltimore Ravens and Ravens flock from that, but even going back to last year, I do not change my opinion. I don't. Oh, yep. And Zay Flowers was not set on the play, an automatic flag. Hey, prediction says I'm a huge Baltimore fan. Good to know you part of the Ravens flock. We don't get a whole lot of Raven fans in the chat, so I'm always glad to see more of the Ravens Nation in here. 2:45, heading to the 2-minute warning. A 3rd and 5 here. Duvernay. Oh my God, are you serious right now? What is going on? Bad snap. Lamar Jackson not ready for the snap. Ball just hits the ground, goes through Lamar Jackson's legs. And Lamar's going to have to jump on the ball. And Lamar's not even looking at the ball. And the ball just bad snap by Sam Mustipher. You can definitely tell the Baltimore Ravens are missing Tyler Linderbaum. But my God, what is going on with the Baltimore offense right now? Like, it's not even that they're playing bad. It's just fumble. And technically that's going to be considered, I think, on the stat sheet a fumble. It's just, who does it go on? Oh my God. You know what that's a sign of, guys? That your boy needs to take a dab. So I'm going to slide off camera for just a second. I'm sorry. I can tell my light is getting bad behind me. The Florida sun's starting to come out down here, and we're in Southwest Florida, and the sun is shining. I'm going to slide off camera just a second to take a dab. Please stick around. We're on an NFL commercial break. NFL Plus weirdly doesn't even give me commercials. So I can't even like critique commercials, which I kind of like. I kind of like to watch commercials and make fun of commercials, talk about commercials. I think it's kind of fun. But I'm going to slide off camera and I'll be right back, okay, guys? So please don't go anywhere. Stick around. And thank you for hanging out with us today so far. We're coming back after this punt and the 2-minute warning. All right, guys, and we're back. Sorry about that. Wait, no way I had a Tom raid. I'm about to say, no way I had a Grossi raid and I wasn't here, bro. No way. Hey, Ben Torres, Steve Papa Polos. Guys, if I just got raided by Tom Grossi and I walked away, I'm going to be so upset with myself. I absolutely think the Ravens are going to go to 3-0. I think we're gonna make some adjustments at halftime, fix these turnover problems, and get the ball rolling. While the defense definitely is having some issues here and there, I think it's easily fixable. And with that, we're gonna get back to the action here. So 2nd and 7, 1:33 on the clock here. Oh no, we've got an injury. Oh no, who is that? Oh no, is that Roquan? No. No, that's Travis Jones, I think. Oh, no. Yeah, that's Travis Jones, the second-year man out of University of Connecticut. Oh, no. And Harbaugh looks angry. What happened? It cut to commercial break. We don't know. Oh, come on. I love Travis Jones. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. Tenchi Masaki, good point, says, Usher is doing the Super Bowl. If he doesn't bring Little John and Luda on stage for Yeah, we riot. Terry, aka Mink, says we just need to focus, and yeah, the Ravens just gotta figure whatever's going wrong. Pop a little caffeine, do something. But like for real, let me ask chat, how do y'all feel about the Usher being selected for the halftime show? I'm 50-50 on it, to be honest with you. So let me explain something. So I'm a big comedy guy, and there is oh my gosh, now I'm blanking on his name. Oh my god, he's from Wild and Out, and he's become really famous. Matt Rife. So Matt Rife was on a podcast recently, and he was talking about how he was going to these parties and talking to these executives like for Netflix and these TV producers and movie producers. And he was like, oh, I got all these ideas, man, yada, yada, yada. And he was like, it was so frustrating because he's like, they literally told me we are taking no ideas for original content right now. We only care about basically if you want to get something produced, you find us something from the 80s or 90s that kind of worked that can be redone. And that's what we want to do. And we're kind of seeing that age of nostalgia coming back. If you actually listen to a lot of the pop songs that are other than Morgan Wallen, that are very popular on the radio, you'll hear like, oh, dude, that was a song back in the 90s. They're literally just using that 90s beat, basically, and laying out some, some new synth waves over top of it, a deeper bass line, and of course, changing some new lyrics on it. But I love me some Usher. Trust me, man. I'm showing my age. I think I was back in middle school. I feel like when Yeah came out, man. I think I was back. These are my confessions. Ooh, Baltimore has had negative yardage in the second half of this game so far. Hey, I appreciate the sub. I don't know why it didn't give me a update thing alert. Sometimes it takes a while to come through, I guess. 2nd and 7 here, 1:33 after the injury timeout forced by Baltimore. Handoff going up the middle. Michael Pierce almost gets him, and Clowney lays a solid hit with Roquan on him. But that looks like it's going to be a first down, and 1:22 and ticking here as the Colts, of course, move to a no-huddle offense. Ball sitting at Baltimore's 45. Blitz looks like it's coming from Baltimore. It is. Okay, it was a 3rd and 1. My apologies. It was not a first down, and they handed it off up the middle. Appears to have gotten the first down. Shane Steichen, a little bit of yelling there on the sideline. Tinchy says, I was born in 93, so Usher was huge when I was in middle school, so it's going to be nostalgia for me. Yeah, I was born in 90, so I'm right there with you, Tinchy. Minshew looking deep right. Oh, and Darby. That's hilarious. For those that weren't watching the game, Ronald Darby in the coverage. Good coverage, knocks it away. You could hear the coach of the Colts on the sidelines yelling, yo, that's holding right here. I mean, a little bit, but not really. Like literally a quarter of a second. If you call that, I don't know what you said, Tinchy. I'm sorry that my stream bot went at you, bro. 47 seconds here after the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, and Roquan wanting the false start. Looked like refs are going to give it to him. It looks like the left guard of the Colts. We'll wait to see, though. You know who's also, guys, I wouldn't be surprised to possibly see at the halftime show? Usher and Justin Bieber have a pretty good relationship, from my understanding, I thought. Can you imagine if Little John, Justin Bieber, and oh my gosh, I already forgot his name. But what a halftime show. It could be a really great halftime show, or it's going to be a really weird halftime show. That's my opinion. Let's see here. 2nd and 15. Minshew looking left. He's got an out route, and that's going to be Josh Downs, the UNC kid. Hamilton in the coverage. And bringing up a 3rd and manageable. If they say 3rd and long, let's see what it officially is. And now the announcers are talking about a little bit how low the Ravens are at the corner position. We really are. And that's why I was saying I think we need to start blitzing more. It's a good way to cover up the deficiencies in your secondary sometime. Ravens look like they're bringing 5. They might be bringing 6. 3rd and 9. Play clock's almost expired. Got Minshew gets it off. Blitz is coming. That's Hamilton again! Is it a strip? Oh my God, get on the ball! No, come on! Oh my God. Kyle Hamilton with his 3rd sack of the day gets a strip sack, and 3 different Ravens jumped on the ball but were unable to come up with the ball, it seems. We're waiting for the official. They did not. And Baltimore takes their final timeout to stop the clock on a fourth and, of course, very long after the strip sack. Let's see. So Hamilton, strip sack, ball's out. Ball's rolling. It's back 10 yards. Moon has it. Doesn't jump on the ball. Tries to pick it up and run with it. Another mistake by Moon on the play. Gets stripped out of his hands. Man, guys, that is... Can we talk about again? I loved Moon watching him in the preseason. I had notes around Moon about his pass rushing potential. But young man, jump on the ball. And punt coming up here for the Colts after multiple opportunities for the Ravens to get a turnover and fail to capitalize. I expect some heavy drills in practice this weekend. Duvernay, not much room on the turn, going to get the ball out, and that's going to be 1st and 10, what looks like the ball on maybe our 10-yard line with 18 seconds left and no timeouts. Sadly, I don't expect much from the Ravens here, and I know Harbaugh is angry right now, and I can guarantee you there's going to be fumble recovery drills at practice this week. I'll bet you, bro. Bet you. Rising Rhino raid. What's up, Rising Rhino? Eric Wallace, welcome into the chat. But that's one of those ridiculous one, guys. I know you want to run all the way back with that fumble, but you got to secure possession. And then I think Brandon Stevens jumped on the ball and was unable to get it, and it rolled off. AAU Triton, what up? JD Glad, what up? Man, we got a lot of people in here from the raid. Rising Rhino raid. 1st and 10. Prevent defense shown here from the Colts. Going to be a draw play. Little bit of room there by Gus Edwards. Getting me some good fantasy points, but 10 seconds and ticket. And there ain't nothing you can do, guys. That's unfortunate. Ravens got to correct these very, very correctable mistakes. Hey, Steve-O. Yeah, I know 2 weeks in a row. Last week we got rated by Grossi. This week we're getting rated by Rhino. Can you imagine, guys, if we got rated by Rising Rhino and Tom Grossi at the same time? I don't even know if Grossi's live today. I think I would literally have to do something crazy on stream. I'd have to do it for the stream. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to just chug my entire Charm City Crown and Coke football cup. Which, if you weren't here live for last week, guys, we spilled this all over our notes, all over our soundboard, over all of our equipment. But luckily, we saved the PC, so. But we're getting ready here, hopefully, for the halftime report, where, of course, guys, we're going to try to jump across the NFL and bring you up to date on everything we see across the NFL, as well as scores. So definitely stick around for us. Let me know, who's your team? You part of Ravens flock? You part of 49ers Nation? Are you a weird part of this Colts Nation? No, not a Colts Colt. A Giants fan stopping by? Come on. All right, I got to real talk to Giants fans real quick here. Hold up. So there's a place in my town that makes the best pizza in town. I'm going to tell you right now, they're called Pizza Deluxe. And they're all from New York, and they're all big Giant fans. And I was in there the other day getting pizza, and I had to say, what the hell, guys? I expected better out of your Giants. Don't get me wrong. I know your roster, but I still expected better. And, I've talked with No Board of Sports a little bit. I kind of like Dan Jones. I just think he doesn't have the weapons around him. And he's making me eat my words. So, jump back to chat here. The Ravens suck. Go Brownies. Yo, Vince, we going to have to fight. We going to have to throw metaphorical hands. Let me guess. What are you, a Steeler fan? Are you a Browns fan? Bro, I've been to Berea, Ohio. Ain't nothing good about that place. Rise and Rhino, keep crushing it, man. I appreciate you, my guy. I'm trying. Tinchi said, I came from Grossi's raid last week. I'm glad I found this channel. I grew up near Baltimore as a Ravens fan, but moved and can't afford NFL tickets to watch the games. Dude, I'm with you. I was born in Baltimore, raised in South Carolina, and then I was a traveling trainer manager for Delta Airlines. So I bounced all around. But with that, guys, hold on. We got to get a sip because we're about to go hard for this halftime report. All right, guys. And with that, we're getting started here with the NFL halftime report. Patriots taking on the Jets today at MetLife Stadium. Patriots take an early lead, 3-0 on the Jets. And oh my God, Mac Jones with a deep connection there. 9-17 for 142 yards and a touchdown. Patriots leading 10-3 over the Jets. Second quarter coming to a close. We were talking about this game a little bit earlier. Dolphins taking on the Broncos. You know, Brandon Perna's punching the air somewhere in Denver. Dolphins leading 28-10 with a minute 49 left in that game. Russell Wilson, 9 of 14 for 150 yards and a touchdown. Tua, perfect. 16 of 16 for 206 yards and a touchdown. Tua looking like an early MVP candidate this year in the NFL season. What do y'all think? Like, I cannot believe of that game right now. Andrew Perna, what is going on with your Broncos? The Seahawks are making y'all look silly for that trade right now. Bills taking on the Commanders over there, FedEx Field in Landover. Technically our second Maryland team. Josh Allen leading that game 16-0, 14-22 for 140 yards and a touchdown. Tennessee taking on the Cleveland Browns, what looks like Cleveland at home. Deshaun Watson looking pretty good, 16 of 20 for 146 yards and a touchdown. Browns leading 13-3 in that game. Of course, Colts taking on the Ravens today here at M&T Bank Stadium, where the real surprise is the Colts leading 10-7, leading at halftime. But Lamar Jackson somehow 7 of 7 for 89 yards, perfect on the day. Texans taking on the Jaguars. C.J. Stroud showing some real promise as one of those top draft picks. 10 of 15 for 115 yards. 10 of 15 for 111 yards. Texans leading that game over the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going to have to go up to Jacksonville, have a talk, see what's going on with my boy Trevor Lawrence. Kirk Cousins somehow bringing them back into that game. Vikings leading 10-7 over the Chargers. And of course, finally going back here, Lions taking on the Falcons halftime. Jared Goff 15-21 for 188 yards and a touchdown. Lions leading that game 13-3. Desmond Ridder is not the guy in Atlanta. And my poor boy Penguin Goats watching this Saints-Packers game. Saints leading 17-0, and we covered this live as Shaheed with the speed with the punt return for the Saints, making it look easy down there in NOLA. But let me know, guys, how's your fantasy team doing today? Whew. That was a mouthful. Let's take a look here. Seahawks and Chiefs fan checking in here with Eric Wallace. Seahawks, like I said, making Denver look stupid with that trade. Giants fan saying Giants will bounce back. I believe in you. Rise and Rhino said, let's grind a 1K together. Let's go, dude. I'm telling you, man. Last stream was so good. We had so many new subscribers. Last stream, we averaged 50 viewers for the entire 4-hour stream, while also adding about like 20 new subscribers, and finished the weekly view with 3,000 views and 132 likes, and y'all were all the cause of that. So thank y'all for being here today and being a part of that. Yep, Saints 17, Packers 0 at half, absolutely. Chris Garland said, you guys will win. I mean, we've got to. It's just the Kenyon Drake fumble, the Lamar Jackson fumble, just, we got to cut down these stupid mistakes and get back to the football we play. You know what I'm saying? And I think we can make that happen. Tenchi Masaki says, you know, Harbaugh is chewing the team out in the locker room right now. Yeah, and we talked about that, Tenchi, a little bit. You know, he's especially Moon, number 58 of the Ravens, is getting a mouthful. Not only from Harbaugh for the potential fumble recovery miss, but he's blown some assignments. He's trying so hard to get that sack that he's overrunning some of these plays and losing containment. And he lost containment on a 3rd and 1 where he could have made a play. which was very upsetting to watch. Again, what's everyone think of the Usher halftime show now that I got some more viewers in here? What do y'all think? Yay, nay? I need to get my stream bot up here so I can get a poll. You know what? We're going to see if I can get my stream bot up here. Let's get Streamlabs up. Steve-O says, I'll worry about my picks, then my fantasy team. Guys, for those that don't know, I've started fantasy 0-2 this year. I made some risky picks. They didn't pay off, but it also pays off to be sometimes first on waiver wire. So we're currently down to my boy, Team Jones, who's my boy, Dan Jones, who's actually a Colts fan, I think. He's either a Colts fan or a Browns fan. I think he's just trolling me in fantasy by putting a Colts logo up this week. But he's a really cool dude. We met out when I lived out in Grove City, Ohio. So shout out to my Browns guy that if you're still in chat, I lived out in Ohio for a while in Grove City, so not too far from Columbus. But we're losing currently, which is not something I like to see. I was actually projected to win, but Lamar Jackson with the fumble and Gus Edwards not quite getting the carries yet. It's kind of killing me. Yeah, I'm losing currently 26.76 to 42.2. I'm still projected to win by like 12 points, but I'm a little worried. Josh Allen is on his team, who of course is crushing it right now, currently sitting fantasy at 13.2 points. But like I said, I've got it to my advantage. He banked on Aaron Jones playing, I guess, and Aaron Jones did not play. So that's an automatic 0 for him. Chris Garland, can I be unblocked on Rhino stream in 2 weeks? What'd you do, Chris? What'd you do? I'm gonna have to check out Rhino though. I don't know Rhino streams, and I have to go find it. Get our game back. Baltimore doesn't need help. They just gotta get it together. I should say, and again, Baltimore, not Lamar. Lamar's playing pretty good. I'm trying to get my poll voting stuff up. So, Cloudbot, there he is. Add new profile, title. Let's see if it works correctly. Hey, it worked correctly. Oh, battle group. We got a chance. This ain't, like I said, this ain't even Baltimore. Baltimore's just gotta cut the mistakes. Everyone that's watched my channel knows I'm not a fan of Kenyon Drake. And I've caught a little bit of flack for that, but I hope I look a little more redeemed now. I got a poll up though for anyone that's in my YouTube chat. We've got a poll open up. Do you like Usher for the halftime show choice? You can vote if you're here live with me. You can vote by using the exclamation point and then 1 or 2. So 1 would be a yes. Here, let me put that in chat. 1 is a yes, 2 is a no. So you do exclamation point 1 or exclamation point 2 to vote. And you can vote in the poll live, and I can put up the poll here in just a moment. Wait until maybe I get some people that vote. You know what? I'm gonna vote for yes. So I'm gonna. Oh, I think I actually have to do I vote 1. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I put that wrong. So you have to do I vote 1. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to learn this stuff. So vote 1. Vote 1. I'm sorry. I'm watching my bot to make sure it does it right. It's not registering. Let me see. Do I have to do a space? That's so stupid. It's obvious to see. Overwhelming. Yes, ushers. The poll didn't work. So what it is you have to do exclamation point, vote, space, 1. That technically registers. And then, of course, 2 would be a no. Yep, that registered correctly now on the stream bot. Sorry, it's a little particular. I wish I could make that easier. I'll have to look into how to make the stream bot a little easier to do. My apologies. Again, we're trying to just find ways to improve the stream. But with that, we're officially back to the game, guys. Kickoff by the Colts. Looks like it's just going to go through the back of the end zone, and it does. Cameraman with a great kick on the ball. And Lamar Jackson coming out here. And, you know, one thing we talked about, guys, is right at halftime, we wanted to see, or not at halftime, when we got past half field in a fresh first down, 1st and 10, we wanted to see Baltimore take a shot downfield, and they did not. So we would love to see more shots downfield by the Baltimore offense, but we'll see about that. 1st and 10, handoff to Gus Edwards, going up the middle. Pretty decent run. That's going to be a gain of maybe about 3 on the play, bringing up what looks like a 2nd and 7. And there we go, looking at the first half possessions. Literally, touchdown first one, fumble, punt, into possession half, or so. And on the next commercial break, what I'll do is I'll close the poll so you can officially see what the results look like. Now that some people have done, more other people have done it officially. Short pass to Zay Flowers. Man, that kid looks electric. Just every time his feet touch the ground, it's like, some people say some runners run like they're angry at the ground. His feet look like they're magnetically declined to the ground. It's like they don't want to touch the ground almost. He glides. And man, almost a rough handoff there. Lamar Jackson didn't expect the handoff, or something happened, some type of miscommunication, but Gus Edwards able to still take the ball for a gain of 1. 1st and 10, 13:45 ticking here in the 3rd quarter. Let me update my quarter, apologize. And we've got false start. Yep. So let me publish the poll just so it can be seen how it looks now. Huh. And it didn't publish the results either, which it's supposed to. So, all right. Lesson learned. Note taken. 1st and 15 after the penalty here. Mark Andrews in motion. Play action here. Lamar just tosses it to Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews able to make a few yards out of it. Patrick McCary comes down weirdly on top of Mark Andrews, but they're both okay. And that's going to be a 2nd and 12 coming up here for Baltimore. And that's something we actually talked about, guys, in a lot of our coverage, was we expected to see some more tight end screens from the Baltimore offense, and there's the first one we've seen today. 2nd and 12, Mark Andrews heading to what looks like the right side of the formation. Play action, Lamar looking deep, doesn't have it, having him run, got some space on the left side, and a Schuster, get off him, bro. You want to fight? Number 44. I'm going to fight number 44 of the Colts. Wait, he twisted Lamar Jackson's ankle like that. I'm going to go rush the field. But Lamar Jackson with a good run on the left side. A shoestring tackle by number 44, Zaire Franklin, the tackling leader of the NFL. And as Lamar Jackson is standing up, he is still holding onto Lamar's foot and trying to twist it. No penalty on the play. I'm going to tell you right now, as offensive coordinator, I'm running everything at number 44 now, and I'm telling offensive linemen to smash him in the face. Gus Edwards, and just gets tackled in the backfield. That speed, number 45 of the Colts, makes a great tackle. And oh my God, the Ravens offense has got to get something going here. That's a 3rd-and-1 power play and shoots the gap. He comes through the hole left by Simpson, who's left guard pulling on the play. And Patrick McCary doesn't seal the inside, basically, and just shoots through the gap. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Oh, we are missing Ronnie Stanley and Tyler Linderbaum. Jordan Stout with the punt. Looks like a good punt, end over end, coming down at the 12. Oh, he's got a return, though. Got an outside ledge. And he's going to get knocked out of bounds after a good return on the play. And again, you know Harbaugh's getting a little heated on the sideline because that was an outside gunner on special teams losing his containment on the outside, which you can't let happen. And I'm pretty sure one of the gunners was standing behind the Colts returner who did not call for a fair catch. Which again, why? Why? The Ravens are just making tons of mental mistakes. Like they are just not prepared for this game. As Chad Mears just said in chat, come on, Ravens. Like, I don't even know how to feel, guys. Like, I'm not used. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I've been critical of John Harbaugh here and there of some errors, but like, dude, what is going on with your team right now? They just do not look prepared for this game at all. And I know there's tons of injuries, but all right, you know what, though? You know what? Let's have a change of energy. I'm being too negative. It's easy to complain about a problem. It's harder to solve a problem. So let's stop complaining about problems and let's start trying to talk about how do we fix the problem. So, of course, I'm going to tell you right now, my game plan coming into the game, looking at the Colts roster, was to run up the center, which it looks like the Ravens have a similar plan. However, there has been moderate success by the Colts defense to actually stop the run, especially up the middle. And something we talked about earlier in the game, Zaire Franklin of the Colts linebacker is actually the current NFL tackling leader coming into this game matchup. So he's been playing pretty quick to the ball, kind of shutting down some of these outside runs. And of course, with the injuries at the halfback position, we don't really have that speed. If you think Justice Hill and Kenyon Drake are close to speed-wise, you don't know how to watch tape correctly. And that's something I screamed last year, and why I kind of wasn't a fan of Kenyon Drake. So, all right, let me start thinking, how do we fix this? The Colts are getting adequate pressure as well. We've got to move to, all right, hold on. We're back to the action, and we'll get to it. 1st and 10, handoff going right. That's going to be a gain of 1 by Zach Moss. Good play by the Ravens defense. 10:44 and ticking, 2nd and 9. This will give me a little bit of time to think, how do we fix this Ravens offense too? Because I'm pretty confident in my Ravens defense to make a stop here. I don't think they really make too many adjustments. Ooh, tap my drink on the crane arm there. Strong left formation for the Colts. Potential blitzer coming from the Ravens. Here it comes. Short pass over the middle. That's complete, and that's going to be a 1st down to the tight end, Ogletree. 10 minutes and ticking now on the clock. Update across the NFL, by the way. Cleveland still leading 13-3 over Tennessee. 3rd quarter getting started. Handoff going up the middle for the Colts. Pretty decent run. That's going to be a gain of what looks like 4 yards, bringing up what looks like a 2nd and 6 here for the Colts. Yeah, Chad Mears, Ronnie Stanley and Tyler Linderbaum being out is definitely hindering the Ravens' offensive line now. They held up pretty well last week, but This week, definitely struggling. Kyle Hamilton comes off the edge there, makes a good tackle. Still a small gain, but able to limit the run. 3rd and short, maybe a 3rd and 2 on the play. Sam Howell got 9 of 15, by the way, in the Washington Commanders-Buffalo Bills game. 2 interceptions on the day. Sam Howell getting abused by the Bills defense. 3rd and 3, Baltimore Ravens fans showing a little bit of life here at M&T Bank Stadium. Trips right formation for the Colts, something to keep an eye on. Minshew making an adjustment at the line. Blitz potentially coming from the Ravens. It does. Clowney nails Minshew and lofts the ball down the right side for Josh Downs, the UNC product, but unable to pick it in. And Minshew is coming up limping, obviously hurt. He got absolutely crushed by Jadeveon Clowney off the left side. And yep, Minshew, while extending his arm up, takes a shot at his ribs, basically. And Clowney does a good job not pushing and driving him through. Field goal unit coming out here. This is going to be a 54-yard attempt here. Kick is up. It's looking good. It is. Wow. Great kick by the Colts kicker. And Colts are actually going to take a 13-7 lead over the Ravens. Ravens got to get there together. What is going on here in Baltimore today, guys? Chad Mears, I can't disagree with you. Now, see, here's my thing. I love Ronnie Stanley. When Ronnie Stanley healthy, Ronnie Stanley is a top 5 left tackle. There's anyone who says otherwise doesn't watch enough football. But you're only good when you can play. But the thing is this. It's also so hard because almost every time Ronnie Stanley has gotten injured, it's because another offensive lineman got pushed around, basically. So, none of the injuries were, really Ronnie's fault. Or a lack of conditioning or, anything. It's just pure unfortunate luck. I almost want to cry for the young man sometimes. I wanted to extend Kevin Zeitler. When we covered in our live section, you'll find I did some off-season plan videos where basically we play being the GM for a team. We wanted to extend Zeitler. Zeitler, I've seen a few holes in his game. I haven't checked his PFF numbers this year yet, but I've seen a few holes in his game. But in the same breath, guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am for the future of this offensive line. So, everyone knows Ronnie Stanley. I hope everyone knows Simpson, who is now the starting left guard, came over from the Raiders. Pretty good guy. Everyone knows Tyler Linderbaum, which Tyler Linderbaum is a stud. And everyone knows he's our young offensive lineman. Kevin Zeitler, starting right guard. And, of course, Morgan Moses, starting right tackle. With that being said, let's talk about the future offensive lineman on the roster. Daniel Falele was drafted as a prospective developmental offensive lineman. I think he's shown very good flashes of promise from what I've seen. And he was never supposed to be a left tackle. And he was forced last year to play left tackle. So as a future right tackle, I'm ecstatic, and he fits a similar mold as Morgan Moses. Now let's look at the guard position. Lavalu, the guy out of Oregon, almost beat oh my God. So Lavalu almost won the left guard position starting job coming out of camp. So you should already be excited about that young man. For those that didn't watch the draft, we got potentially one of the best guards in the NFL draft coming back into the 7th round and taking Andrew Voorhees, the stud guard out of University of South Carolina in the 7th round, who basically got injured at the combine. I watched it live. I was horrified for the young man. He looked so good in drills too. So he's the future of our right guard probably. I'm so sorry, Terry, that it's censoring you. I don't even know why. Zay Flowers with the catch on the right side and short gain there. So we've got two really good guards right there. So again, there's three really young guard tackle for the future. Now, don't get me wrong, we might need a future left tackle, but Stanley has played well enough when healthy that it's not too much a concern. And having 4 out of your 5 future offensive linemen set, I think is a wonderful situation to be in, and I'm ecstatic. Pay the men that block for you, not the men that run. 2nd and 6, 8:05 on the clock. Lamar Jackson having to roll out right, and he's just going to dump that one away. Nothing open on the play. And Lamar Jackson, previous to that throwaway, was 10 for 10. The best he had ever started his career, guys. Yeah, Chad, I absolutely agree. Baltimore's still in this. It's not over. We're going to win this game. I have faith Baltimore will win this game. But, Baltimore's showing a little bit of signs here that maybe we need to look at in the future. Zay Flowers in the motion here. Oh, and Andrews, the intended receiver over the middle, and great coverage by number 29 of the Colts. And that's Julius Brents, the guy we covered a lot in our pre-draft coverage. And again, fun fact, guys, we talked about Julius Brents in the pre-draft timeline had some type of visit from every single NFL team. He was actually very sought after in NFL circles. Charlotte Shandy just got off work. What have I missed? Dude, the Colts are beating us. We have fumbled 3 times. The Ravens have made countless mental errors and mistakes. John Harbaugh probably went into halftime and chewed out some Ravens, and we are still making some issues. And the injuries continue to mount up and become an issue for the Baltimore Ravens. We've got a flag. Stain Steichen looks a little angry. We're waiting to see what the flag is on the play. We've got holding on the receiving team, so that's going to back them up, I think, half the distance to the goal. But, yeah, like you said, Kenny, bruh. Like, the Ravens, in my opinion, look like, bro, you do not have 20K on this game. You are, bro, and you are screwing with me right now saying you got 20K on this game right now. If you've got 20K on this game, you're the reason the Ravens are losing. Someone in Vegas was like, bro, hold on, change the script. You do not have 20K on this game. But the Ravens just look like they did not care about this game on their schedule, and they look like they're unprepared. Odafe Owe being out, I think, definitely is hurting the Ravens. We covered Moon, who's elevated to game day roster and got significant amount of snaps this game, while having great pass rush potential, has made some big mental errors and blown some assignments and lanes, basically, which resulted in some horrible first downs. Hey, we got 49ers Ultimate Report in the chat. What's up? What's going on, Darwin? Bro, we choking right now. We choking and making mental errors. We are down to the Colts, bro. Bro, Charlotte, you gotta stop messing with me, bro. You mess with me, right? 8K on Lamar, 200 plus yards. Well, so Charlotte, for that fun fact, Lamar started the game 10 of 10 passing. So Lamar is passing well, but he had a really bad fumble. And then he had a really good pass to Kenyon Drake, who then had a really bad fumble. Just bad mental mistakes. And then the Ravens forced a fumble on Kyle Hamilton has had 3 sacks on basically the same exact play. 3 sacks. And one of them was a strip sack. And again, Moon had a chance to recover. and he tried to pick up and run with it, and he got the ball knocked out of his hands, and the ball ended up getting knocked out of bounds or recovered by the Colts, and we lost a chance to get a turnover in the red zone. I hit my mic. I'm sorry, guys. I think it cut my stream for a second. For anyone that's there, I'm sorry. Oh, Kyle Hamilton! Kyle Hamilton coming on another blitz, looking to get his fourth, and jumps and gets a great hand on the ball. Look at that. Even number 1, Kyle Pittman Jr. was giving him some props. Like, that was good, man. That was good. Oh, Kyle Hamilton, great hand on the ball. And again, Kyle Hamilton is playing with insane. Oh no, I lost 30 viewers because my stream somehow ended for a second. Oh my God, that's heartbreaking. I went from 73 viewers to 33. Gardner Minshew getting pressure, taking a shot deep, and overthrows his man, Brandon Stevens, running step for step with Pierce. Thank you for staying around, Charlotte. 36 viewers. Oh, my viewers keep dropping. Oh, my God. That is so heartbreaking. What did I hit? Did I hit the space bar? Oh. Look at Kyle Hamilton having a day. 9 tackles, 3 sacks, and a forced fumble. Oh, my God. And, thank you, Charlotte, for saying something about me freezing. If you hadn't said I froze, I would not have known my stream cut out for a second. So thank you so much for saying something. Thank you so much. Gardner Minshew getting pressured. Oh, Broderick Washington almost gets a sack. Minshew gets the ball off, and let's go! Ravens force a 3-and-out. Punt team coming out. And can I say this? I feel like I'm louder right now than most of the Raven fans are in the stadium right now. It upsets me sometimes how calm Raven fans are in the stadium. Thank you everyone for coming back. I went from 70-something viewers to 30 viewers, back to 70. Thank you. My heart almost broke. Charlotte, sometimes I feel you. I'm a big believer. Iron sharpens. Oh, man, Malik Harrison had a chance for a block punt. Duvernay going to get a chance to return, but, man, got to stop that backpedaling, bro. So, if I can make a remark about Devin Duvernay, he's getting such good chances to return, but as he's catching the ball, he's still, backpedaling, essentially, almost. So, as he could have gained 4 yards if he had been better positioned for the punt, he's losing 3 or 4 yards. And it's kind of killing me a little bit. I'm a big believer in iron sharpens iron. So I kind of always like to see the Browns, Bengals, and Steelers kind of doing better as long as they're not playing my Ravens. I love seeing the AFC North be the best division in football. And so it kills me watching the Steelers quarterback situation. Watching how the Browns have had, objectively over the past few years, sometimes one of the best rosters in NFL despite the quarterback situation. And how sometimes years ago, the Bengals, I used to look at one of my friends who was a Bengals fan, and I'd make fun of him and be like, bro, how do you have the best team in NFL and then you exit the first round playoffs because your quarterback and your head coach choke so freaking hard, which was Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis, by the way, at the time. And anyone who knows the AFC North knows how bad Andy Dalton and Marvin Lewis always choked in the playoffs. And it was one of those ones I would tell him, bro, I feel bad for you. I feel bad. Now, I'll admit, the Bengals I felt less bad for because their defense was full of criminals and people that, made horrible hits like Vontaze Burfict, so whatever. But yeah, our offense has got to do something, guys, because this is not good right now. Let's see if we can get an update across the NFL. Check out my fantasy football team's doing, too. Hey, we got a new subscriber, Eric Price. Thank you for the subscription, my guy. Appreciate you for joining us today. For anyone that gives like the subscribe and all that, those little like stuff like that, y'all should always get a little emote up in the top left corner. You know, usually my dancing Poe emote, but I've got a Lamar Jackson dancing emote. You know what? Let's play Lamar Jackson dancing emote because that's the emote I want to see. I want to see Lamar doing this somewhere on the field after throwing a 50-yard bomb. 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson, keeper up the left. He's got some space. Mark Andrews with a block, and that's going to be a 1st down. 5:22 and ticking. And Lamar Jackson kind of looking like he's doing everything himself today. Chad Mears says, Bengals still choke. They lost the Super Bowl recently. You're not wrong. And there's not a Bengal fan in my chat to disagree with me. Screen pass to Zay Flowers. Makes a man miss. Still on his feet. And Zay Flowers, the human joystick, gets some gets some yards, young man. I need some fantasy points. I don't know about y'all. I want to slide off camera to take a dab, but I want my Baltimore Ravens to score a touchdown. I can't take a dab till they score a touchdown. That's the rule, right? 4:40 and ticking. 2nd and 6 coming out here for Baltimore. Zay Flowers in motion, moving to the slot. Lamar looking at him, got him. And that's just going to be a short curl route for a gain of about maybe 5 on the play. Bringing up a 3rd and 1. Baltimore looking just to convert some good 3rd downs and keep the offense in a rhythm. Charlotte says, Ford is carrying my fantasy team right now. Charlotte, don't tell me that. I was able to pick up Ford in my fantasy waiver wire, and I don't have him starting today, and he was my bet over Garrett Wilson. I betted on Garrett Wilson over him, and my gut was telling me to keep Brown, even though the Titans have the #1 run defense. Oh, there's Gus the Bus Edwards with a good run up the middle, bringing us to the Colts side of the field. Thank you for the subscription, Ultra Volva, with the subscription. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Dancing Poe up in the top left of your screen. Charlotte Shandy says, Legion Lane Tim Boo. And for those that don't know, haven't followed me, I've always been a fan of Gus the Bus Edwards, and I think he should have got some more snaps over Mark Ingram. Handoff going left, and that's going to be Gus Edwards. Looks like a gain of maybe about 5 on the play. 2nd down coming up, and there it is. Look at that. Most yards per rush from running back since 1970. #1, Bo Jackson. #2, Jamal Charles. #3, Nick Chubb. #4, your boy, Gus the Bus Edwards. Do you know Gus the Bus Edwards has never finished a season sub 5 yards per carry? Do you know how hard that is in like 9 seasons of the NFL as a running back? But no, Gus never gets the respect. And that's why I will always be on Gus's side. Melvin Gordon with a big run. The Colts, and you can tell, guys, the Colts game plan for Melvin Gordon, Kenyon Drake. They got an early strip on Kenyon Drake, and he has not seen the field since. And on that run by Melvin Gordon, 2 different Colts defenders tried to strip the ball from him. Actually, that's 1, 2, 3 Colts defenders tried to strip that ball from Melvin Gordon on the play. So the Colts defenders are making an active note if Baltimore subs out Gus Edwards to try to strip the ball. 1st and 10 from the Indianapolis 30. Play action. Lamar got some time. Short pass. That's going to be Melvin Gordon. Got a little bit of space and another 1st down. It looks like at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the Indianapolis 20 with 2:05 and ticking here in the 3rd. Baltimore looking to take the lead here with a touchdown. Charlotte Shandy says, don't mean to re-ask, is there a way to share my team with you? Just tell me who your team is. I'm so confused. Share my team with you? Jacob Flow. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I'm about to get good news here. But we got Melvin Gordon run off the left side, going nowhere. Bringing up a 2nd and 10. Oh, Charlotte Sandy says, Carr is injured. Saints are in... Oh, my God. My heart breaks for Saints fans. Oh, do we have an injury? Oh, no. Do we have an injury on our field? Hey, Jacob Rodriguez says, take a dab. I'll smoke with you. I've had my medical card for like 7 years. Melvin Gordon looks like he's a little hurt coming off the field, and the Ravens cannot afford another injury to the running back room. 2nd and 12, and it's a shoulder injury, by the way, to Derek Carr. I see it down in the bottom of my screen. Oh, that's good pass. That's Nelson Aguilar for a good gain. Going to bring up what looks like a 3rd and 3, maybe a 3rd and 4, just outside the 10-yard line. 45 seconds ticking here. I'll take a dab on commercial break when I have nothing better to talk about. And of course, I'm hoping to get a touchdown here. So guys, for those who don't know, I broke the unwritten rule in fantasy football. I've got Gus Edwards, Zay Flowers, and Lamar Jackson on my fantasy football and all starting. So we're looking for points from some. Ooh, Gus Edwards moving to the X position. Empty backfield for the Ravens on a 3rd and 1. Lamar, good a quarterback draw. That should have been the expected play. Got some room. Let's go. Lamar in for a 2nd touchdown. Spread him up and slice him out, as the commentator says. And I mean, when you spread him out and go empty backfield basically in the red zone, you should automatically be expecting either a quick pass or a quarterback draw from Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, 9 rushes for 65 yards today. And barring the point from Justin Automatic Tucker. Hold on. I said I was going to put it up when he scored. We got to put it up. Or Lamar Jackson shimmy. White boy looks silly dancing on stream, but don't care. And with that, Baltimore taking the lead, 14-13. With 13 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. So we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and change my quarter as well. Get ahead of that. And, of course, change our score before my Ravens flock starts yelling at me. But with that, guys, thank you everyone who's been joining us so far today. This up and down roller coaster journey we've been on so far. I'm going to slide off camera, take probably my final dab of the game. We're sipping, of course, our Crown and Coke from our Charm City Football Cup that we got at the Ravens training camp practice at the stadium this year. As we expect Justin Tucker to boot this through the back of the end zone. BRB, let's have a little prayer for Saints fans as their season just came to an end. You know what's funny is I did predict the Panthers to take the NFC South. And with Derek Carr being taken out, they might have a shot, actually, even though Bryce Young has played pretty bad so far. So, what's up, Elizabeth Conan? Wow. Sam Mustafa, the center starting now for the Ravens. Him, his wife, and his kids all living with his mom back home at their home in Baltimore. Wow. Got back to the game quickly. 1st and 10 here for the Colts as the 3rd quarter winds down. I'm having to yell a little bit as I take this dab. Handoff going left. Oh my God, a little bit of space. That's a big gain down at what looks like the 35-yard line of the Colts. Ooh, one more second. Sorry. I'm going to let everyone in on a little secret, too. So I got to be quiet here, okay? So I'm going to get real ASMR-like just so we can talk about this. So a lot of people know here on the stream I was thinking about
rebuilding my PC. You know what I mean? Because it would really help the stream. But for those that don't know, my girlfriend's got hearing aids. Like, she has 90% hearing loss in both of her ears. And she's never really been able to afford another new set of hearing aids. So I'm really thinking about taking my PC money that I was going to use to rebuild my PC and buying my girlfriend, who I've been with for a very long time, brand new set of hearing aids that, she's always wanted, basically, because, my God, hers are like almost 20 years old, I feel like, at this point. But, so that's my little, secret for the stream. Maybe I'll make a video of it if I get it for her, but, So it might be another year before I get the PC rebuilt and we start streaming games and stuff like that, but, stuff. So now y'all all have a little secret that my girlfriend doesn't know about.
But with that, man, we're going to get back to the game. But we're back here. Final quarter of this up and down roller coaster game in between the Indianapolis Colts here at M&T Bank Stadium taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Gardner Minshew coming out here trying to make some magic happen. The Colts have been outscored 24-0 in the fourth quarter this season, so stats don't look too good for him, but we'll see here shortly. Handoff going left, and that's Matabike meets him 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. Great tackle. Showing the strength, and Zach Moss looks like he might be hurt on the play. That would be a huge blow for the Colts, who have lost almost every single fantasy or running back this season. And Zach Moss might be done for the game. That's a huge blow for the Colts, who've lost almost every running back they've had. They cut Deion Jackson this morning. Zach Hull went to IR. Zach Moss just came back, and he looks like he's hurt. Everyone knows Jonathan Taylor's story. 2nd and 8, short pass. That's going to be Josh Downs, the wide receiver out of UNC, the rookie. And bringing up a 3rd and short here for Indianapolis. Baltimore could make a huge stand here. Yeah, Charlotte, who's your fantasy team? I'm interested to know. My fantasy team's losing right now. And you just told me, oh my God, I want to try to show chat here. I've got Ford on my bench right now, sitting with 19.4 points on my bench, and I subbed him out for Garrett Wilson. 3rd and 6, Minshew looking for a screen setup. Oh, that's a good setup. Patrick Queen with a good tackle, but not till after the first down. That's going to be gain about 7 on the play, bringing up a 1st and 10. Man, Saints, even after losing Carr, still somehow leading that game 17-0 over the Packers. Fourth quarter just starting. Packers do have the ball, though. Charlotte Shandy, my Twitter should be Darwin's Raven 20. Should be basically the same picture as my YouTube. Instagram, I'm still working on it. I'm trying to get my Instagram coming soon. I know it's really big. 1st and 10 handoff going up the middle right, and looks like a pretty good gain of maybe 5. I started getting worried. PQ looked like he was at the bottom of the pile coming up slow, but it looks like he's all right. And Zach Moss checked back in the game here for the Colts. Oh, my throat's finally starting to wear down after all this talking. Trying to keep it moist. 2nd and 5, Gardner Minshew. Trips right formation. Little bit of a slow motion. Play clock is ticking down. Orbit motion coming back. Going to be a handoff. And great read by the Ravens defensive line. That's going to be what looks like a loss of a yard. Looks like Matabike, first man in there. Can we talk about, too, this young defensive line for the Baltimore Ravens? So, a lot of people might actually know about Justin Matabike because last year he was predicted to be the breakout star for a lot of NFL analysts. A lot of people know Michael Pierce, the free agent signing. Of course, started in Baltimore, left Baltimore for the big contract, came back. Broderick Washington, a fan favorite here in Baltimore, got his extension in the offseason. And then Brent Urban has been a solid veteran, took the role that Derek Wolfe was supposed to play. Hold on, blitz coming here from the Baltimore Ravens. And oh! Screen passes dropped by the Colts receiver. That's number 27, maybe a halfback. And on a 3rd and 6, a good screenplay. That's Sermon, I think, the halfback. And, would have had a first down punter coming out here for the Colts. And, man, that guy is grabbing his crotch way too much. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not the punter. That's Matt Gay, the kicker. Coming out here for the kick, grabbing his crotch way too much to be on national television. Coming out with a 53-yard attempt. Block that kick. Block that kick. Oh, that's a good kick. And he's good from 51 yards. And with that, this roller coaster game continues. Indianapolis takes back the lead. 16-14 with 11:22 left here in the fourth quarter of this game. But yeah, again, social should be Darwin's Raven 20 on Twitter, and then Instagram. I want to start my Instagram soon. Shout out to Minnie Yo Brown. Now follow me now on Twitter. I just got the notification. I'm trying to get my Instagram started soon, guys. But my Instagram, I spoke about it a little bit. We're on commercial break, so I'm going to talk a little bit, just life here. Me, before I met my girlfriend, I was a traveling trainer manager for Delta Airlines. I got to experience a good bit when I was still very young. I actually won the job to be the next gate manager of Minneapolis when I was 20 years old, which I actually suffered my heat stroke, and I ended up in Arkansas as the performance manager in Bentonville, where Walmart's home office is at. One of the cool little fun facts, sport facts about me, guys, is when I was out there in Arkansas, I was also the charter coordinator for the University of Arkansas, essentially at our airport. So I got to meet a lot of the SEC teams. So I got to meet Tennessee, LSU, Auburn, and USC that year. I really wanted to meet Bama, but they didn't come that year. So, with my Instagram, I've got a lot of cool pictures and stuff that I really want to almost like photobomb Instagram with and generate a following with. Like, I've got a really cool video I'd love to share with y'all. For fun fact, we lived in Colorado for a while. I miss Colorado every day. Oh, I hate Florida so much. If you live in Florida and you love Florida, I'm gonna tell you to travel more. Unless you're older and retired and got a lot of money, you're gonna live your best life here in Florida. Do you? But in Colorado, have you ever been to the Great Sand Dunes National Park? Have you ever been to the Wildflower Festival in Crested Butte? Have you ever been to the Great Crane Festival in Central Colorado? In the giant wetlands that they built? Like, I'm telling you, I've got some crazy videos, pictures that I think would be great for Instagram, and so that's why I'm trying to organize all of these thousands and thousands and thousands of pictures and videos so I can generate a following on Instagram and then move it to my content, essentially. I'm also trying to do a lot of cooking content, because I'm a little ADHD, so I want to do a bunch of different stuff. I want to do, of course, Ravens and football. I kind of would like to do cooking, potentially gaming, potentially anime, a little bit of everything. But with that, kickoff goes through the back of the end zone. Duvernay not going to get a chance to return it. And Lamar Jackson is going to come out here, hopefully looking to take this lead back again with 11:22 here in the fourth quarter. Jack Franklin having a pretty good game. Came into this game as the tackling leader of the NFL. Hopefully he's looking to leave this game as well. But for Ravens, Flock, can I tell you this, man? Can you imagine when Marlon Humphrey comes back healthy with Marcus Williams, Odafe, like everyone's healthy, guys? Oh. Lamar Jackson, deep drop, setting up a screen. Got a man! That should be Melvin Gordon, I believe. And Melvin Gordon talking a little smack to Zaire Franklin, the tackling leader. Oh, no, that's Kenyon Drake. Oh, Kenyon Drake ain't seen the field since his fumble early in this game. But Kenyon Drake, a pretty good receiver. I ain't gonna take that away from him. He's just a step slower than Justice Hill. Okay, Manuel Brown. Hopefully I'm saying that right. You commented your fantasy team. I'll have to check that out in just a moment. Lamar Jackson going to be a keeper going left. Got a little bit of room and got the first down. 1040 and ticking here. Chad, so let's see here. Charlotte Shannon, yo, that's so cool. How did you land that job? Honestly, it started with just small luck. I was originally a psychiatry major at school. Gas crisis hit '08, housing crisis. I had to drop out of school. I somehow got a job at the airlines, and I've always had a crazy work ethic because I planned to go to the military my entire life, but genetically speaking, my knees wouldn't let me, and I just did well. Zay Flowers in motion, 1st and 10 here for Lamar Jackson. Looking at Zay, got him over the middle. Zay, good catch. Looks like a gain of maybe about 6 or 7 on the play, and Ravens are slowly moving down the field. Got some good chemistry going on right now. Chad Mears says, I would love to see the Midwest. And Chad Mears, when I took the job in Arkansas, I drove from South Carolina to Arkansas. So I got to make that drive once. And then me and my girlfriend drove separate cars when we moved to Colorado. So we drove from South Carolina all the way to Colorado, making like 3 stops to stay at hotels. Oh, I'm telling you, just beautiful. Lamar Jackson with the keeper going right. Lamar Jackson just taking over this game, running right now with the keeper. A huge gain down at the 40-yard line. I think that's the Colts 40-yard line. 9:20 and ticking. And Lamar Jackson doesn't see the receivers open, so he's just taking these easy looks, it looks like, and running downfield. Ravens are absolutely still in this, Chad Mears. Charlotte Shannon says, we need Lamar to be the 2019 Lamar. You know what? I don't think we need Lamar to be that Lamar, but I think Lamar is going to be better than that Lamar this year. Gus Edwards, hand up the middle, and big hit. Oh, no. Gus looked like he was hurt and then kind of was like, no, I ain't hurt. Well, me. I didn't just take a huge shot to the face. God, I love Gus Edwards. And I talked about it, Shanny, and I caught a lot of flack from Ravens Nation and Ravens flock about my analysis of Lamar, but I always said this, with Todd Monken and everything, I'm sorry, not Todd Monken, Greg Roman and the injuries, you can never get a fair analyzation of Lamar Jackson. And this is, as Lamar just puts a ball into the ground there a little bit. Intended for Bateman, but I think Bateman just said me. So I think Bateman ran the route wrong. That was not on Lamar. Chad Mears says Colorado, I heard, is really, I'm going to tell you this. Me and my girlfriend every day basically say how much we miss Colorado and wish we still lived there and how much we hate Florida. But my girlfriend's boss offered to double her salary to move to Florida, so off we went to Florida. Oh, and that's going to be Nelson Aguilar with a pass over the middle, catches it, and just slips, sadly, unable to come up with a first down. But I think we're in field goal range, so it looks like Tucker's coming out. Aguilar, though, taking his helmet off. I think he came down weirdly. I think Aguilar's hurt. Not the best, but I think with Tylan Wallace sitting in the background, I think the Ravens are prepared for now. Aguilar has to miss time with injury. This has definitely been the best. Oh, a fun fact too, Chad. I lived so close to where Deion Sanders is now coaching. But here we go. 50-yard attempt for Justin Tucker on the 4th and 2. Snap is good. Kick is good. Just pushes past the right or left crossbar. Justin Tucker gives a little wink just to let you know he knew it was going to be good. And we're going to put Justin Tucker singing some opera up on the screen as we adjust the score. Baltimore taking this lead back 17-16. What a game we've had. I don't know if anyone really called this game to be this good. You know what I'm saying? Living to live with Christ forever says NFL is getting to be as boring as MLB. I agree and disagree. There's some good games here and there. I think the refs, I think the NFL agreement with the reffing association needs to be re-examined. I think how NFL refs are brought into the game and police needs to be examined, and the transparency of it all. And, you know, I think there are good rule changes and bad rule changes. So, I'm with you and against you on it. Elizabeth Conan, my man JT. And Battle Group, not at all. Thought it would be easy money. Exactly. I think everyone called this game to be easy. I'm telling you right now, I started Gus Edwards in my fantasy football league because I thought Lamar Jackson and Zay Flowers might take an early lead, and then Gus Edwards would get a lot of good feeds late. And, it's up and down each way. Speaking of that, let's go check how we do it in fantasy football right now. Terry, a.k.a. Minx, giving some love in the chat. We're down 47-60 right now against my boy from Cleveland, Team Jones. But we're still projected to beat him by actually 18 points. Lamar Jackson have a great game fantasy point-wise, 24 points. Gus with a solid 5. Zay with a solid 11. But man, having Ford on my bench right now instead of Garrett Wilson, who's only... So to put it in perspective, Ford has 19.4 points, and he's on the bench right now. Garrett Wilson has 2.5 bench, and he's my starting flex. I am kicking myself in the butt, fantasy football-wise. And if I lose this week, it's 100% on my last-minute bad choices. Hey, let's go. Justin Tucker just broke another NFL record, I think, for most over 50 yards. Congrats to Tucker. Hey, Charlotte, if you were here for some of my past stream, if you were here for the game against the Texans, I literally talked about how you should be grabbing Nico Collins in fantasy football. I literally was talking, I was like, man, his targets, his receptions, I mean, him and Robert Woods, you might want to look at in fantasy football. I almost grabbed him myself, to be honest with you, but I've got Nakua from the Rams who's been lighting it up. So, and then I chose Ford as my fantasy football pickup this week. So, I feel you. I'm going to the tweet right now, actually. 1st and 10 here. Gardner Minshew, empty backfield. Looking left, got a short little out route, and Brandon Stevens going to push him out. Looks like a gain about 8 on the play officially. All right, we got the fantasy football lineup here. Take a look. So you got Jared. Hold on now. Are you? Okay, you're the left side. Okay, Jared Goff starting. Ooh, Zach Moss. Okay. Ford Jefferson. Okay. Luke Musgrave putting up. Damn, Rasheed Mozart looking at you. Look. God. Congrats to Charlotte Shandy in chat, by the way. Absolutely crushing it, looks like, in fantasy football right now. God. You can go to my Twitter and find he or she tweeted at me. Oh. Hey, you know what? You make your choices. I think you're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? 6:25 and ticking here. Colts are trying to get this game back in theirs. Oh, Clowney, though, makes a huge... Oh, my... What is going on? Clowney comes screaming off the left side. Looks like he's going to tackle Moss for a loss of 3. Moss spins out of the play, somehow gains positive yards. Look at this. Spins out, keeps going. God, you got to wrap up, Clowney. Like, wrap up, my dude. There's 3 Ravens missed the tackle, too. Should have been a loss of 3. Ends up as a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Blitz coming for the Ravens. Handoff going up the middle, and it's going nowhere. Patrick Queen and Travis Jones up the middle. Going to be a loss of what looks like 1 on the play. They're going to officially rule it as a no gain. 3rd and 5. Baltimore looking to make a big stand here at the end of this game with 5:20 and ticking in the 4th quarter. A 1-point game at M&T Bank Stadium. I'll say this, the Ravens are finally starting to get loudish. Empty backfield here. Moss, though, motioned into the backfield. Looks like Ravens might bring some pressure. They back out of it. Good pressure by Clowney, though, on the play. Clowney, another good pressure. And oh, my God. That's going to be a close catch made at the line of gain. But Josh Downs, they're going to say that hit the ground. That's a good call. Ball hits the ground and then skids right into Josh Downs' arms. 4th and 5, and punt team is out there for the Colts. That's a relief to see. Sanchez, the punter for the Colts, averaging 47 yards a punt. Ball is what looks like at maybe the 40-ish yard line. So Duvernay could get a good return here potentially. Low snap. Ball's away though. Good coverage by the returners. Oh, but center gets beat bad. Good job, Duvernay, calling a fair catch. And oh, hold on. No! We just got horrible news across the wire, guys. Gus Edwards apparently just went into the blue tent being evaluated for concussion, meaning he's not eligible to return to the game, meaning Baltimore now missing basically all 4 running backs they had on roster to start the season. Only have Melvin Gordon and Kenyon Drake, the 2 quick elevations before the game, as the only 2 running backs now left on the roster. Oh my God. And of course, Baltimore looking to close out the game with running. And Lamar Jackson going to keep it, takes a bad hit in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 3 on the 1st down. And like I said, that is absolutely... Are they at Lucas Oil Stadium? I'm pretty sure they're at M&T Bank, aren't they? Pretty sure Ravens logo's at half field. Am I wrong? Now I have to check this. No, Ravens stuff is on the side. They're at M&T Bank. Oh my God, they're showing Melvin Gordon lost 9 fumbles in the last 3 seasons. Tied for most in the league. Do not show me that stat. I am horrified right now. You better hold on to that ball for dear life, Melvin Gordon. Oh my God. I swear to God, if any of these running backs fumble the ball, I will go personally throw hands outside M&T Bank. I will drive 18 hours from Fort Myers to M&T Bank Stadium like I did for training camp to go throw some hands. I'm 6'3", like 200 to 230. Like, I'll hold on to the ball, I promise. 3rd and 6 are coming. Big 3rd down here for Baltimore. They're at their own 25-yard line. Cannot really afford to punt right here. Lamar Jackson takes a snap. They're bringing the blitz. Lamar Jackson somehow escapes. Running left. He's got the space. Let's go! I'm so sorry. It's so loud. I'm so sorry. There's a flag. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What's the flag? We're thinking defensive holding. Let's go! Even no matter what. Automatic 1st down, Baltimore. Let's go! Oh, my God. 3 guys. 3 Colts defenders had hands on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson able to spin out of it and run this left for a 1st down. Oh, my God. Weight room. 1st and 10, 3:20 and ticking now. Indianapolis still has all their timeouts. Lamar going to keep it up the middle. That's going to be a gain 3 or 4 yards on the play, depending on the spot of the ball. And Baltimore looking to basically use this. Definitely got to look. Shane Steichen probably going to start using the timeout soon to also use the 2-minute warning to his advantage. Something to keep an eye on here. Update, guys. Buffalo 30-0 on Baltimore or on Washington. I'm sorry. Buffalo absolutely dominating the Washington Commanders. Sam Howell with 4 interceptions, looking like a real rookie out there, even though it's his second year. Handoff going up the middle. That's Gordon, going to be a gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the play. Definitely expect to see Gordon helmet comes off on the play. He gets hit so hard. And yep, there's Shane Steichen using his first timeout. So basically going to be using the 2-minute warning to his advantage if they can stop it. And Morgan Moses, the right tackle of the Ravens, coming up a little slow on the play. That is not something. I'm watching the replay, trying to see what happens. And Morgan Moses might have got one of his legs rolled up on as he got hit from the side there. I think we'll be okay with Daniel Falele. Yeah, Moses is walking off the field, thankfully under his own power, but... Oh, no, he's not walking off. They're just kind of taking a look at him. Yo, Minx, you had me questioning everything with that. LA Chargers got the lead over the Vikings 21-17 with 13 minutes left in that game. That's going to be a good game. We potentially could head into that game after this game, so stay tuned, everyone. I might head into one more game after this game ends. 3rd and 5, Lamar Jackson getting blitzed. He's not going to get away this time, though. And Lamar Jackson takes the sack, and Franklin on the sack. That's going to be actually the tackle leader of the NFL, getting a sack. So having a good game. He comes on a twist from the A-gap blitz. Dude, if any of y'all are watching, did y'all just see how fast his footwork was when he came around on that twist? Dude, I'm going to show some respect right now, even though that was a game-breaking sack slightly for us, and Harbaugh's rolling his eyes out of disappointment. Legitimately, that was something to put on a highlight tape and show to young boys and girls who want to play football. And Indianapolis, after using that timeout, we've got 2:28 as Jordan Stout gets ready for the punt here. Ball at the 45-yard line, punter at the 30. Ball is away. Burner absolutely killed his guy. Oh, that's a good bounce. Get there. Get there. Let's go. Ball is down at the 1-yard line. And the ref's going to officially throw his flag at the 2. Stout gives a little. Look at him. Look at him. He's looking like a young Justin Tucker out there. Look at that. See him. He had a chance. So the Colts returner had a chance at a fair catch. Thought the ball might bounce into the end zone. And good coverage. That's Jalen Armour Davis, I believe. The second-year man out of Alabama, who I've had high hopes for, making a great play on the ball down at the 1 or 2 yard line. Gardner Minshew going to have to come out here and push the ball down 98 yards, 2:14 on the clock, so he's got the 2-minute warning to his advantage, and 1 timeout. Baltimore's bringing pressure. Here it comes. Oh, they almost get there. Ball bounces off the tight end's hands, and that's an incomplete pass. 2:11 on the clock. Kyle Hamilton almost got his 4th sack. That would have been 4 sacks off safety and a forced fumble for Kyle Hamilton if he could have got that sack right there. Oh, my gosh. Chad Mears, Baltimore always has great kickers and punters. You know, man. It's just one of those things. That's the tradition in Baltimore. Going all the way back to our boy Matt Stover and Sam Cook. Oh, and that's a false start on the right tackle. So half the distance to the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Back the Colts up now to the 1 yard line. Still second down, though. You know Baltimore's bringing another blitzer. They almost got that safety on the last play. Update, by the way, Cleveland still dominating Tennessee 27-13 with 5 minutes left in that game. Baltimore might be bringing A-gap pressure. I think Patrick Queen's backing off, though. Roquan might be coming. Nope, they're going to play it safe. Oh, let's go! He gets the ball off. Oh, my God. Roquan begging for an intentional grounding call. Is he going to get it? Oh my God, who had the hand on him? I think it was Matabike. 4 men pushed the pocket. That's Matabike. Actually, no, it's Pierce. Pierce got a hand on Minshew, almost gets him down, and they're going to say there was a man in the area. Almost a safety by Michael Pierce. 3rd and 11. M&T Bank Stadium finally getting a little loud. Who's it going to be? I see Clowney on the left side with Matabike. Oh, looks like double A gap. They back out. Clowney's got a good blitz. Matabike is there. Clowney's got him. That's a fumble. Oh, it's recovered, but that's a... Let's get some prayer emojis in chat for the safety. Oh my God, Matabike and Clowney stun on the left side of the line. Matabike basing. Oh no! Minshew just steps out of bounds as Matabike's backing towards him. Let's go. Baltimore 19, Indianapolis 16. And as Baltimore gets the ball back with 1:56 left after this punt, and Indianapolis has 1 timeout, I think it's officially time to say, guys, Baltimore is going to win this game. I am ecstatic. I love seeing safeties. I've got the Baltimore Ravens defense technically starting too. So I've actually got 4 Ravens starting on my team. Look at Charlotte Shandy going hard with them prayer emojis in chat. Let's go. I'm sorry, Will Phillips, but it's over for the Colts. It's over. There ain't going to be no pick. This ball getting run. Let's go. Let me ask, guys, with chat, since I got a good chat going right now, after this Ravens-Colts game ends here just shortly, what game would you like me to jump to? I'm taking a look at the games right now. Well, hypothetically, y'all are saying it doesn't matter till it hits 0, so technically the Colts have to punt the ball off to the Ravens. The Ravens will have 1:49 on the clock. Every play call runs approximately 30 to 40 seconds off the clock, with special teams taking 45 to 60, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it 30 to 45 for regular, 45 to 60 for special teams, 4th down. So with that being said, the Colts can only stop the clock 1 time, meaning the Ravens have 3 plays to run it, including the special teams play, meaning they can run 1:45 off the clock, meaning even if they punt it, the Colts might have 3 seconds potentially. If they don't, and of course, if the Ravens even get a single 1st down, the game's over. Automatically, essentially. So, you know. This was a nail-biter game, to be honest with you. It should never have been this close, but the Colts defense really gave the Ravens a run for their money. You got to give a respect to the Colts defense. I know we're definitely not jumping to Browns-Titans after this. Browns are 27, Titans 3. Lions currently leading the Falcons 20-6. Ooh, Saints-Packers actually coming back to a close game after Derek Carr had to exit the game. 17 Saints, Packers 11. What a weird score for the Packers. What happened there? Charlotte Shandy says, don't look at the Miami game. Will Phillips says, y'all would have been in trouble if we had Jonathan Taylor and AR. I won't argue with that with you, Will. I think Jonathan Taylor was great. Honestly, Will, I was betting on Evan Hull. I did a lot of pre-draft coverage, and I love the Evan Hull pick. I think Evan Hull is going to be a great running back for y'all in the future. And I've got a friendly bet with a Rams streamer regarding him, actually, which I kind of won today when Deion Jackson was cut. Texans are up 34-17 over the Jaguars. Oh my God, Brandon Perna is probably too drunk to care about anything at this point. The Miami Dolphins are making a statement game against the Denver Broncos right now. Brenda Swagger joining. Good evening. Let's go Ravens. Yep. So, like I said, it should be almost over, but technically, I believe the Colts could get the ball back with like 15 seconds left. They called it dead. That's thankful. Melvin Gordon fumbled the ball, by the way, but the refs called it dead already, thankfully. Thankfully. So, Ravens are dying right now at the running back room. Will Phillips says, the Titans suck. Good game, y'all. I agree, man. I don't even know what to think about the Titans anymore. Let's see. We're trying to figure out what game to go to. Ooh, Chargers-Vikings locked in a close game, 21-24 with 10:25 left. Patriots-Jets, close game, 13-10 Patriots right now. Bills are just blowing out the Commanders, 37-0. So it's down between Chargers-Vikings, Jets-Patriots, or Saints-Packers. That's the 3 choices for chat after this game. I'll go finish covering one of the 1 o'clock games. That's going to be an I formation run going up the middle, and again, going nowhere. That's actually maybe a loss of yard, bringing up 3rd and 10. All right, with the Colts just called the last timeout with 1:55 left. Terry votes for Saints. Will votes for Jets Patriots. Oh, we got conflicting opinions already. But real quick, we're still in this Ravens Colts game. 3rd and 9. 1:55 left. And of course, the announcers are talking about what is going to be the Ravens play call. Do you throw it? Do you just run it one more time? Do you give Lamar a chance to throw and run? Will Phillips says Colts have the best D in the league. I mean, I love what y'all did in the draft. I love Julius Brent's pick. Julius Brent was highly touted. You've got the current NFL leading tackler in Zaire Franklin. So, I mean, Will, you've got a pretty good argument that your defense is pretty solid. And the Ravens take a timeout here. One of the players was not on the right page. Julian wants to see Chargers-Vikings game. So we've got now 3 different choices for the games to cover afterwards. Let me know, chat, who do you want after this game? Who wants the smoke? Terry says they need to run and hold the ball. Run the damn ball. To quote one of the... Oh, it's going to be Zay Flowers on a sweep. Makes one man miss, and that's going to be a gain of maybe like 3. But, oh, we've got a flag on the play. Oh, that's going to be a late flag. And Simpson, the left guard of the Ravens, pleading his case. So it looks like it's going to be against the Ravens. Hey, Nancy Castleberry, thank you for the subscribe. And that's going to be a penalty against the Ravens. Decline, brings up a 4th down. But wait, does that stop the clock? Oh, it does. Oh, and Quiddy Pay got away with a little bit of a face mask penalty on Zay Flowers. Obviously had his face mask. Raven fans in the stadium are definitely upset. Would have made a huge difference in this game. Would have ended the game, basically, if they would have seen it. But, and the worst part is the penalty against Simpson stopped the clock. So now the Colts actually will get the ball back with a scoreable amount of time to only need a field goal. High booming kick. Oh my God. And that's going to be a fair catch at almost the field goal target line for the Colts. Guys, I might have jinxed us talking too soon about going to cover another game. We could be headed to overtime here in M&T Bank. And as the announcers are saying right now, unbelievable mismanagement of the clock by the Baltimore Ravens. Someone's got to be held accountable right now. That was absolutely ridiculous. They used 10 seconds off the clock when the other team only had 1 timeout. How do you do that? How do you do that? Oh, no! And that was Brandon Darby took a shot on a ball and missed, and Pierce with a good catch. That puts them in field goal range. And my God, Darby, if he, oh my God, went right through Darby's hands. That could have been a pick six, but that could have been a touchdown for the Colts. Dangerous gamble by Darby, and he's arguing with the safety right now. Darby's getting vocal with Geno Stone right now. Something to keep an eye on. Kyle Hamilton blitzing. Oh my God, Minshew's got downs on the left side, and that's another first down, and they are easily in field goal range, and 10 seconds have only been taken off the clock. Minute 31 on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Colts. And again, horrible mismanagement by the Ravens on that last offensive drive. We might have to be talking about that after this game. Like, Hamilton, and it comes on the blitz, and Brandon Stevens and Roquan Smith combined for a tackle. That's at the 30-yard line. Colts are absolutely in field goal range now. Second and what looks like 3 or maybe 4 on the play. 1:17 and ticking. Ball at the 31-yard line of the Ravens. Hamilton blitzing again. Patrick Queen, and that's going to be a screen actually for a loss to Kyle Pittman. Just pushed out of bounds essentially. But it's going to stop the clock with 1:07. 3rd down. Will Phillips talking a lot of smack, but he's got all that room to talk right now. But game ain't over. Let's see. We might have to be talking about how Harbaugh let them mismanage the clock after this game, but I hope not. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Colts. Pittman going motion left. Keep an eye on him. Brandon Stevens going out there with him. Minshew lining up the players. Oh, that's going to be a false start, it looks like. We're waiting for the official call. Let's go. That's a false start on the right guard of the Colts. Back him up. Brings it to a 3rd and 6 now. This is crucial, guys. Like, crucial. Like, so as it stands right now on an incomplete pass, this would be a 53-yard field goal attempt by the kicker of the Colts. 3rd and 6. No, oh my God, they just gave us a stat line. No Colts kicker has ever hit 3 times from 50 plus in a game before. So Gay's got a chance to be part of history for the Colts. 3rd and 6 here. Minshew dropping back, looking deep left. Oh my God, he had Pierce, but Pierce drops it. Geno Stone and Brandon Stevens in tight coverage. There are no flags on the field. Oh my God, Brandon Stevens able to just swing back and get an arm on the ball. What an acrobatic play by the young man. And Matt Gay, the kicker, coming out here for the Colts. This is it, guys. Will Baltimore use one of their timeouts to freeze the kicker? Let's keep an eye out for it. 53-yard attempt to tie the game with 1 minute left. The kick is up. It looks like it has it. It's good! And the roller coaster game continues, ladies and gentlemen. It is 19-19 with 57 seconds left, and Matt Gay makes Indianapolis Colts history, making 3 field goals of 50 yards plus in one game. Congratulations to that. He looks like an old man, so I must say old man. And Indianapolis Colts fans, respect where respect is earned and given. You know what I'm saying? Let me update that score so you don't yell at me here. And we're at 19-19. What a game, guys. 57 seconds left for Lamar Jackson and Justin Tucker to try to come out here and win the game. Oh, my God. Thank you, everyone, for joining us right now. This is, I mean... All right, we're going to rub the Charm City Cup. Charm City Cup, give me luck. Devin Duvernay wants to get his first kick return for a touchdown this season. Devin Duvernay wants his first kick return for a touchdown this season. Devin Duvernay wants his first kick return for a touchdown this season. And he's not even going to get a chance, ladies and gentlemen, as it goes through the back of the end zone. But guys, can we just like talk about how good? And again, the Ravens have made so many bad mental mistakes this game. They made horrible mental, and it's not like the players' mental mistakes. I think it's on the coaching. I mean, some are players, but that I we have to talk about it now. The horrible mismanagement of Baltimore's time management when they could have burned more time off the clock. What the hell happened? Welcome in Coco Jam RC. Lamar Jackson looking deep left and looking for Bateman, and Bateman wanted a flag. Lamar wanted a flag. That grin makes me believe so on Lamar Jackson, but no flag on the play. 52 seconds, a second and 10, and Baltimore can't afford to punt the ball away on 3 and out just like they did last time. Take only 10 seconds off the clock. They will literally lose the game if that happens right now. Baltimore has to make something happen. They need 33 yards currently to get to the yard to gain for target line for Justin Tucker. Lamar Jackson, shotgun, looking left, got Zay Flowers. Oh, and Zay tries to make a man miss and get to the sideline, doesn't get there. And time is still ticking. They're trying to speed it up. Baltimore still has 2 timeouts they can use. 3rd and 2. Lamar Jackson looking left. He's got Aguilar, and Aguilar gets out of bounds. That's a good job. Gets the first down, too. And Baltimore does a good job there, getting out of bounds and stopping the clock with 29 seconds left. That should put them approximately 20 yards, I believe, from Justin Tucker's field goal target line for game. What a crazy game, guys. Oh, Baltimore. Ball at the 37-yard line, it looks like. Mark Andrews in the slot. Keep an eye on it. Lamar's looking at him. Doesn't go there, though. Finds a man going across the middle. That's going to be Melvin Gordon out of the backfield on a crossing route down at what looks like the 50-yard line for another first down, bringing Baltimore ever closer to Tucker's field goal range. We might be heading for a Justin Tucker game. I'm going to go ahead and get the Justin Tucker GIF ready. Cue it up. Brittany Reed, welcome to the chat. Go Ravens. Oh, we're at a 1st and 10, guys. 23 seconds. Baltimore at officially looks like the 48-yard line. Needs about 10 yards to get to Justin Tucker's field goal range. Here we go. Keep an eye. Strong right. Trips right for Baltimore. Shotgun snap. Lamar's looking there. Gets pressure. He's having to run. No, he's getting a man behind. No! Oh, he barely gets the ball away at the very last second. As he's going down, he just chucks the ball out of bounds. It looks like they're going to give it as an incomplete. Let's see. Oh, no. His knee is down. That is a sack. Oh, no. So even though the clock is stopped, they are going to have to run time off the clock officially with only 14 seconds left, meaning Baltimore might only have 7 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, left in the game. We're getting the official ruling. So of course it's a sack. We're waiting for how that's going to affect the clock, though. Looks like they're, of course, backing up the Ravens a few yards from the sack. And there's going to be a 10-second runoff, according to Gene Sasator, the NFL rule analyst. So Baltimore gets to keep a timeout officially, but we're waiting. Now it's officially under review, so we're waiting to basically figure out the time, it looks like. But it looks like Baltimore will get a timeout back to their advantage. Ball officially looks like at the 38-yard line of Baltimore. So Baltimore now going to need almost 18 yards in what looks like it could be 14 seconds. So this could come down to Justin Tucker trying to hit a potential historically long field goal to win the game. But we will see. This is going to be crazy. Thank you, everyone who's been joining me for this crazy roller coaster journey so far in what has been Ravens taking on the Colts at M&T Bank Stadium. But there's potential this could be 10-second runoff at 14 seconds, meaning Baltimore could only have 4 seconds, meaning they're out of field goal range. It's Hail Mary, basically, at that point. So Jackson walking back out to the field, so I think we're going to get an answer here in just a moment. By the way, final, of course, Buffalo dominated Washington. Washington finally got on board with field goal. Houston up 37-17 on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And currently, the LA Chargers are up 28-24 on the Vikings. 2:58 left in that game, and Vikings do have the ball and pushing down the field. So definitely something to keep an eye on, guys. NFL looked like he was about to take his headset off, but I think they're just really trying to figure out the clock situation. Let's get a Go Flock Go in chat, guys. We need it right now. Lamar, I think, is trying to tell him I don't have the play call. Oh my God, my stream cut out. I've got to reload it. Why? Why do you hate me, stream? The final seconds of the game. That is the most cruel thing ever. Okay, Ravens are actually going to get 4 additional seconds on the clock. So 18 seconds left. Ball at the 39-yard line of the Ravens. So 19 to gain to the field goal target line. 2nd and 20. Jackson looking deep. Oh, it's tipped. Oh my God. Oh, off the hands of Devin Duvernay and almost interception. Oh my God. Heart attack. The game almost ended basically right there in a tie or went into overtime. Devin Duvernay, great job. That's going to be mullet 23 of the Colts on the defensive coverage. Shout out to him. 11 seconds here, 3rd and 20. So Baltimore, with 1 timeout, still has time to possibly get 1 play no matter what. Colts are showing a prevent defense. 5 guys at the 50-yard line, 3 guys deep. Lamar Jackson, of course, going to have a good pocket. Oh, he's got a man! Oh, it's Aguilar! He's got what looks like a first down at the field goal target line. 6 seconds left, and Baltimore takes the final timeout of the game. And Justin Tucker's going to line it up with 6 seconds left for the game winner. I'm waiting to get the official distance, guys. Oh, my God. I've got the Tucker GIF meme ready, guys. Let's take a sip. Rub the Charm City Cup. It's officially a 61-yard attempt. I'm standing up. I'm on my feet, guys. Oh. Let's go. Let's go, JT. It's up. It looks good. It's good. Let's go. Wait. It did no. It's short. It's short. No, I thought it was good. It looks so good. It looks so good. Even the guy was like, it looked good. And it just died, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? Oh my God. That ball just died, bro. And the Colts are going to get it with 1 second, so they've got time for a Hail Mary. Like, there's only 1 player deep, no, 2 players deep for the Ravens right now, like super deep. Oh, God, I thought he had it, bro. I don't know where my pen top went. I don't care. Oh, and yeah, Minshew just has to throw it into ground 1 at his screen, and Holy shit, guys. We are headed to overtime in Baltimore. 19-19. I don't think a single person could have predicted this was going to be a tie game and heading into overtime, let alone the Colts even be this close. Oh my God. Guys, oh my God. I am like dead. I am dead, guys. I thought that kick was so perfect. It looked so good. And it was just so high. It looked like some wind caught it at a high level. And dude, it died. That ball died in the air. And of course, I thought the field goal was good. So I just like burned the rest of my throat. And now my throat is killing me. But we're going to push through. Will Phillips, can we get a shootout? Oh, Colts get the ball too to start. Oh, Darius Jones says, let's go Big Blue. Puts a pony emote. Man, we get some Colts fans up in here today. What's up with the Colts fans joining us? But Will, you said it wasn't over, so you know what? You see what I'm doing there? I'm eating my own words. And they're so bitter tart. Hold up, guys. Hold up, guys. I think I'm getting a call. Oh, yeah, NFL, what's up? Yeah. No, I'm not busy. It's good. It's good. What's up? Yeah, dude. I told you the script was going to be nuts. I told you they would never predict it. I know, dude. My stream would never think I knew, but you know, all right. So it's been fun and all, but I'm ready for the pick six that we talked about. The agreement was that I would let the Colts hang around. We'd go to overtime. It'd be really crazy, but nothing would be greater than a pick six from the Ravens, taken all the way back to the house. Dealer's choice. I'd really like Brandon Stevens, but I'll take PQ or Roquan. They're obvious high candidates. Roquan's playing outstanding, but yeah. I'm on commercial break, but we're getting back to the coverage, so I'll get back to you, NFL. Thanks. Thank you, Payo. All right, but with that, guys, we're getting started here in overtime. Man, what is all these let's go Colts in my chat right now? Raven Flock, how you gonna let them be in my chat, taking over my chat? I'm so disappointed. First and 10 here for the Colts. Gardner Minshew under center. Definitely expecting to see a strong run game from the Colts. More of a ball control, possession type of offense here in overtime. Play action. Blitz coming, though, from Roquan. Oh, and that's going to be a sack. Roquan and Jadeveon Clowney. A little bit of everybody there. And a great sack to start overtime for the Ravens. Let's go. Roquan, and that's Michael Pierce with the original pressure. And Roquan and Clowney chasing it down for the sack. 2nd and 12 now for the Colts. 9:30 and ticking here in overtime, guys. Brandon Stevens playing up really close to the line of scrimmage. Keep an eye right there on it. Play action again. Short pass underneath, and that's going to be a good tackle by Roquan Smith on the play. Bringing up a 3rd and 6 on the play. Baltimore has a chance to make a big statement here in overtime and force a 3 and out to start it. Fingers crossed. Come on, M&T Bank. Y'all are so not loud. I'm not happy with how not loud Ravens fans get. Like, it's kind of frustrating. I'm telling you, if I was at M&T Bank Stadium, you would hear me on NFL's mics because I would be so loud. Blitz looks like it's coming from Ravens. They back out of it. Good pressure. Minshew going deep. And, oh my gosh, Ronald Darby slips on the play, but Minshew with just a bad throw that goes out of bounds. And punt team is coming out. Minshew looked like he might have been throwing that ball up hoping for a flag, but just doesn't get one. And we've got the punter out for the Colts, and that's a good position to be in. Even with the punt from the Colts, the Ravens could be in potential field goal range. Lee Harrell says, I'm not a Colts fan, but I want them to win. Will Phillips says, it's Colts Nation in here. Zach Moss says, for the dagger, let's go Colts. Get out, hey burners. Oh, Duvernay going to get a return. Duvernay makes a few men miss. Let's go, Duvernay. Let's go. Let's go. Duvernay on the ball onto Indianapolis' side of the field with the punt return. And Baltimore basically already in field goal range. And knowing overtime rules, guys, a field goal will end the game after the Colts have punted. 8:22 as they take over the ball. Minshew looks like he's having an argument with Pierce, the wide receiver for the Colts, on the sideline. Lee Harrell says OBJ overrated. Yo, he ain't even playing today. 1st and 10. Split back formation. Ricard in the backfield there. That's going to be a handoff to Melvin Gordon going up the middle, and gain of what looks like 8 or 9 on the play, and that's going to be 1 yard short of Justin Tucker's field goal target line. Always great position to be in. Always great position. Terry Mink says LFG. Are you looking for a group? Is that what that means? I mean, that's what it means in gamer chat. Oh, it probably means, let's fucking go! My girlfriend's watching me and laughing at me now, guys, so. Handoff, Melvin Gordon, and man, he's met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a gain of 0 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6 on the play. The Colts defense, honestly, guys, no joke. If they, and let me say this, while I got a lot of Colts fans in here, I got high hopes for you guys. I actually think y'all had a less chance of winning with Anthony Richardson today, but I'm telling you in the future, I think you have nothing but excitement to look forward to in the future as a Colts fan, and I wish you the best after we beat you. 3rd and 6 here. Lamar Jackson looking right, and oh no! He puts the ball behind Zay Flowers, who was wide open on the play. And Jordan Stout's come out, guys. This overtime game's going to continue. Oh, my God. Emily Perlin and Buddy on the beat. Welcome to the chat, my guys. Ravens flock starting to come and join me. Lamont Brown, Tom Yo. Welcome. Jordan Stout with a good ticket. I actually got some good videos of Jordan Stout at the training camp practice. And that's going to be a fair catch caught about approximately the 10, maybe 11-yard line. And with that, Gardner Minshew's coming back out with 7 minutes here in overtime. It's official now, though. A field goal from either team ends the game. Now that each team has had a possession overtime. But my God, guys, what a roller coaster game this has been so far. Ravens look like they've been caught napping and not preparing for the Colts like they should have been. And the Ravens definitely had a mismanagement of the clock earlier in the 4th quarter when they could have taken almost a minute and a half off the clock, and they only took 10 seconds. So Zach Moss with the handoff, and that's going to be Roquan Smith and Moon, the practice squad elevation, with a good stop there at the line of scrimmage, I'm sorry. 2nd and 10. Clock is ticking. Guys, are we going to see a tie game? Like, Will Phillips, let me tell you this. I'm a big believer in Evan Hull. I'm telling you, that's who you need back. Jonathan Taylor would, of course, be outstanding, but I think when you get that Northwestern rookie back, I'm telling you, your team's going to change. And I'll bet you on it. I will literally bet you on it. I'm that much of a believer in him. Oh, Minshew going deep. Oh, my God. What a one-handed catch by Michael Pittman Jr. over the safety Geno Stone into double coverage, and Geno Stone is down, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Stephens looks like he's matched up on him, burns him on an inside move, and Geno Stone tries to lay a hit, and just something's wrong, and then Geno Stone, Brandon Stephens with great coverage, but just not able. He gets his hand on the helmet, not the ball, and you just got to give credit. That's all credit to Michael Pittman Jr., the 6'4" wide receiver. I kind of wanted him in free agency. I believe he was a free agent at one point. And Geno Stone's still down for the Ravens, so we're going to head to a commercial break. Wow, what a game, guys. But Will, I want to talk to you, man. I want to talk to you. Because like I said, I've got a bet with a Rams fan that took Deion Jackson, who got cut earlier this morning. So I'm a big believer in Evan Hull. I covered him in my pre-draft special. For those that don't know, before the draft, I'm a huge draft guy. I think one of my dream jobs would be to be a scout for the Baltimore Ravens, to be honest with you. So we did a pre-draft special where we covered at least 5 people at every position group. We did 2 different specials. It's under my live section. Offense and defense. And, of course, Evan Hull, your running back out of Northwestern that is on your short-term IR currently, was one of the running backs I covered who I think is going to have some serious potential in the league. So even if Colts fans don't get Jonathan Taylor back, I'm telling you, as a Ravens fan, as someone that watches the draft, that loves the draft, that loves that young people come into the game and change the game, I'm telling you, watch that young man when he comes back. Your team will change around him, and I promise you that. Let's go back to our chat, though, here. We've got a lot of people joining us in chat today. I appreciate all of y'all. Matt Brunt joining us today. Go Ravens. Let's go Colts, says Lee Harrell. We got a lot of Colt fans joining us, man. Matt Brunt says Super Bowl Ravens, dude. Knock on wood, man. This is one of the best Ravens teams I've seen in recent years, to be honest with you. Edward Vasquez joined us. Ravens. And Lee Harrell, no, they're not. Man, and Lightbulb joined us. Thank you all for joining us. And if I could ask for one thing, could y'all hit that like button? Could y'all hit that subscribe button? We've been really crushing our goals of viewership and subscribers recently. And, I just want to thank every single one of y'all for joining me and being part of that journey. And trust me, dude, we're trying to put out more content and do more stuff and do some comedy content. But between internships, school, community service, I've got like 8:30 a.m. calculus and accounting classes. Basically, it's a little rough. But 1st and 10 here, handoff going to Zach Moss. Not much of a gain, maybe gaining a yard of 1. And that's a 2nd and 9 upcoming here with 5:48 and ticking here in overtime in this game. Oh, my God. What is the field goal range for Gay of the Colts? Empty backfield here for Gardner Minshew. Something to keep an eye on. Clowney enters a 4-point stance. Not getting there. Patrick Queen on the coverage. And going to be brought up what looks like 3 yards short. Bringing up what looks like 3rd and 3 here. Edward Vasquez says, Ravens got this. I believe. I want to go 3-0. Oh, Darius Jones says, I'll hit the like button if you say, let's go Colts. Oh, that's dirty. And that's a handoff to Moss and going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage. 4th and 2 at the Baltimore's 48. Do you punt for it or say 4th and 1? Do you punt it or go for it, Colts Nation? I want to know. Tell me right now in chat. Are you going for it on 4th and 1 right now? Oh, Darius, you are so dirty with that comment. Sly but dirty, and I love it. I can't say it, though. I can't say it. I have to. If you were making me choose between my team that I'm streaming for, I would probably lose more Raven viewers by saying that. 4th and 1. They're going for it. Oh, it's a handoff. Yes, let's go! Bad handoff, bad choice. Roquan Smith on the play. And that's a loss of yards. Baltimore gonna get the ball back at the 50-yard line. Meaning, again, 10 yards till Justin Tucker's field goal range. Oh, my God, you guys. I'm going to have a heart attack today. Like, legitimately, I'm going to have a heart attack after this. It was nice knowing y'all. My Ravens are just killing me right now, keeping it too close. Oh, look at Roquan. Let's go at their own 46, essentially. All they need is a field goal to win the game. They are 12 yards from Justin Tucker's field goal range. Lamar Jackson looking for Kenyon Drake, and Kenyon Drake doesn't look for the ball, and Lamar Jackson is yelling at him, telling him, man, you got to run that route right, man. You got to be looking for that ball. That would have been an easy first down. Oh, my God, bro. Killing me. Will Phillips says, I'll sub if you say the team I'm playing is the better team. Never will. I'll never sell my soul for that subscribe. 2nd and 10. Lamar Jackson looking short. He's got Mark Andrews. And there's the security blanket with a gain of what looks like maybe 6 yards on the play. Bringing up 3rd and 4. Inching closer to that field goal line. That's right, Ravens murder, because a flock of ravens is called a murder, son. And we about to murder. God, but guys, I would love to talk about after the stream slightly the injuries. Because our running back room is now decimated. Like, decimated. 3rd and 3, Lamar Jackson, shotgun. Looking right, he's got a man! Wait! Is it picked? No, it's incomplete. Oh, my God. It looked like it was intended for Isaiah Likely. Went through his hands. Oh, Isaiah Likely has it. It hits the ground, though. Oh, my God. The CCU alum had the chance to be the game hero. 4th and 3. Who's going? It looks like Baltimore might go for this. Lamar Jackson in the huddle, guys. 4th and 3. They're going for it. Oh, my God. I can't even look. Are they going hard count? Nope. That's a delayed game. That's delayed. Okay, we got to call a timeout. Thank God. Ravens call a timeout, saving Lamar Jackson from the delayed game. Oh, my God. What is this? What? Is this even life? What is this? It should have never been like this. Oh. As Battle Group said, I'm tired of this roller coaster. Can I get off this roller coaster, please? With a dub, though. With a dub. I don't want to get off of the. I don't want to get off the roller coaster with a dub. I'll puke till I get the dub. I'll run until I puke until I get the dub. Baltimore football is life. 4th and 3, and we're still going for it. Trips left. Mark Andrews, the sole wide receiver, right in the slot. Zay Flowers motioning over to a stack formation with him. Lamar Jackson looking. Oh, that's got to be a pass interference. Where is the flag? Are you serious? The Boo Birds are out in Baltimore. Harbaugh is absolutely livid. There is no flag on the play. Number 45 was draped all over Zay Flowers on that play. Everyone looking for the flag. No flag, though. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. We're going to get a Harbaugh. Come on. And again, even the NFL rule analysts right now, the analyst upstairs is saying, you've got to call that. That is all over him and affecting the catch. Horrible missed call by the refs. 1st and 10 here. Oh my God, Zach Moss with a big run up the middle. That's going to be at the Ravens 40, almost in field goal range. Oh my God, what is this right now? Oh my God. Thank you for the subscribe, Nary High. Getting a dancing Poe. Maybe dancing Poe is what we need. 1st and 10 for Minshew out of the gun. Blitz might be coming for the Ravens. 5 on the line. Blitz comes. Zach Moss with the run, and pretty good run. Still gains about 3. Oh my God, Ravens are trying to strip the ball out. Oh, Paul in Tucson, dude, that was robbery. He even like when the NFL rule analyst upstairs, who used to be the former head of NFL referee, says it was a bad call, you know it's a bad call, but I guess that's football. We should have never put ourselves in this situation to start with, no matter what. So I'm not going to say that call cost us the game because we should have been playing better from the start. 2nd and 8 here. Minshew making some adjustments, and it looks like they're going to just let the 2-minute warning come, take the timeout, and holy shit, guys. With 2 minutes left, we're at a tie game, and Colts are almost in field goal range. I mean, this is just insane. Going back to chat here. Chad Mears saying the Colts are getting lucky. Well, the Colts got a little lucky, but the Ravens have also played sloppy. So while acknowledging a little luck to the Colts, don't completely disacknowledge their effort in this game and Baltimore's lack of preparedness. Jason Danasy in chat says, let's go Baltimore, baby. We got this season if we can keep our players healthier, but still and always keep the Raven team, keep with my team, Raven for life. For real, the cornerback and halfback room is getting decimated. Out of the 4 running backs on roster beginning of the season, not a single one is healthy right now, and that's killing us. Chad Mears says Las Vegas gave it to Indy. Refs equal Vegas, says Brandon Onu. Colts will win. No, didn't you hear? I just got off the phone with them, my guy. Like, Mario Ruff said, let's go. Hear him, RQ, RQ, RQ. Let's go. I know, man. 2nd and 8. Ravens look like they're bringing pressure. It looks like they are. They do. Zach Moss, handoff up the middle, and looks like a gain of maybe about 2 on the play, bringing up 3rd and 6, but they are, I think, officially at the field goal line, so I'm kind of expecting another run and a field goal attempt. And like they're saying, they're actually doing what the Ravens should have done in the 4th quarter earlier. Use the time on the clock. If we lose this game, the conversation for Ravens fans has to be this, guys. When we could have ran a minute and a half off of a 1:45 clock, why did we only burn 10 seconds off the clock? Blitz looks like it's coming for the Ravens. It does. And they're just centering up for this field goal attempt. And with that, here comes Gay for the Colts, coming out for the game-winning field goal. 1:14 on the clock, and Baltimore is going to take their final timeout to preserve the time on the clock. So Matt Gay's 4-4 for the game, career long of 58. He's made 253 and a 54 this game. So, I mean, I'm not even going to look at chat till the game winner. He's made 2 from this distance already, guys. Baltimore does not have a timeout to stop the clock. I'm not looking at chat. I feel like y'all know before me. I'm not even looking. I'm blocking chat with my... The kick is up. Oh, it looks good. I have to say it as much as it pains my heart. It's official. The Indianapolis Colts win over the Baltimore Ravens 22-19 in an overtime thriller. Congratulations, Colts fans. You may eat my words. They taste so sour. Oh, yep, Will Phillips. Congratulations, my guy. Shout out to Will Phillips in chat. He said it. He called it. He never lost faith in his Colts, and he deserves to be rewarded. So congratulations, Will Phillips. Right. Indianapolis not winning. If they do, just luck, but they don't deserve. No. Jason, I want to address that. The Colts deserve this win. You know who doesn't? The Ravens. The Ravens came out and looked flat-footed. The Ravens mismanaged the clock. The Ravens had multiple fumbles lost on the game. Every bit of congratulations to the Colts and the effort that they put in. The Ravens need to take a look, and John Harbaugh is going to have some serious conversations. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying there's like some serious problems. But, Kenyon Drake's fumble changed the momentum of the game early. Not burning the clock out in the fourth quarter has got to be one of the greatest blunders of the John Harbaugh era. Has to be. And whether we have to now ask, was that Todd Monken or John Harbaugh that screwed that up? Who messed that up? We could have burned so much time off the clock, and we didn't. Thank you, Darius Jones, for hitting that like button now. I appreciate you. Congratulations on the win. No disrespect, my guy. But, oh my gosh, guys. Will Phillips, I'll say it. Will Phillips, you were right. That's my concession to you. Will Phillips, you were right. Congratulations. I'm glad I could provide that for you. I'm not so sour and such a sour or sore loser that I wouldn't say that. So, Chad Muir said it best. Ravens lost it themselves. You're right. Plus the injuries. Yep. It happens. Bengals fan in chat says, thank you, Colts. So, Bengals thinking that the Colts are helping them keep the AFC North a little close. Will Phillips, thank you for the subscribe, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone for joining us today. And you're right, Conan. We have had way too many clock mismanagements under the John Harbaugh era. If you've actually followed me in any of my videos when I talked about potentially firing John Harbaugh before we hired Todd Monken and just, we settled everything, that was one of my biggest critiques of John Harbaugh. Yes, he had the safety for, in the Super Bowl or whatever for time management, but other than that, he's mismanaged so many times. Jason Daniel says, yeah, I'm still talking trash. It's sports. Don't take it. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're so right, Jason. You can't take it seriously. And I want y'all to feel comfortable having fun in here and talking a little bit of smack, knowing that no one's really serious and everyone wishes everyone the best kind of deal. So I support you on that, my guy. But yeah, still talk that talk. I'm with you, my guy. I feel you. No worries. 2 Cents said Ravens suck today. They had so many bad errors, like bad preventable errors. You got to be a little upset. 2 Cents says you can go now, sir. But all right, with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my stream probably. So let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. Congratulations, Colts, real quick before we get out of here. Thank you, everyone, for liking, subscribing the video today, coming, hanging out, chilling with us. Please come back out and hang with us. Every Ravens game will be live. I'm trying to go live for some other games. We're also trying to put some other fantasy football, NFL pick'ems, ESPN pick'em predictions, and a few other video ideas out there on a weekly basis. So please be on the lookout for that. We've just been a little swamped with college and everything. But I appreciate every single one of y'all for joining us today. Y'all have been so awesome. Y'all just continue to make every week better and better. And I hope every one of you comes back next week for the game. And you talk that talk and talk that smack to me and talk about how the Colts beat us last week and everything you want to say to me. But again, thank you, everyone. I hope your fantasy football teams are doing well. I hope your team wins. For Colts fans, that wish came true. And I hope everyone has a blessed rest of the weekend. And I'll see you hopefully either Thursday or next Sunday. With that, have a wonderful day. This has been Darwin's Raven,